Alright, welcome in, Robert. First and only one here in the chat so far. How's it going, Robert? Hang on a second, I gotta make sure. I don't know if I muted my phone or not. Yep, okay. I climbed up on the tree to get a screenshot to try and show all the downed trees here. So yesterday Nacho said there's a trick to getting these trees to get trimmed up, which is basically just hold the button. And in my experience, that hasn't really worked too well, and isn't working very well. But I guess one tip that he kind of did have was sort of follow the branch back into the tree. Like in this case, you can see it going this way, so it should be somewhere in here, the spot that would get rid of it, but yeah, some of them I just had, some of them I've had no luck with. I don't know, maybe it's the fact that I'm on a big hill. It seems harder to get them to get off, but I can't seem to get them to go. Oh, there we go, I got one. It's just annoying having the sound of the saw going the entire time. Right. Yeah, the hard part for me is the ones that are underneath. I did not see any of the mods that have been updated, Robert. I don't really pay attention to the mods too much. To be honest, I usually hear about them from you guys. So, although I do see a lot of DJ's videos, I just don't normally watch just because he has so many. You thought yesterday the cut point was further down? Yeah, it seems like it's usually on the side of whatever it is that's sticking out. So if you're on the bottom side, usually or if the branch is on the bottom side, usually the cut part is on the bottom side, it seems like. Or at least it's easier to get them that way. I guess sometimes, like right there, that definitely helped. Oh, more delimbing, yeah. We gotta get all these trees out of here, Zing, and then we can kind of flatten the area. I heard like 3 of them go off right there, though. Welcome in, Zing. Welcome in, Waylon. So Nacho said to just basically hold the button, and it'll delimb them for you. And it is hitting a couple. I would say it's sped it up a little bit, but in his video it went pretty well. I guess that's kind of the, it's kind of like when someone puts out an Instagram post or something, right? You're seeing the highlight reel of it, right? So we saw him delimb the tree and made it look very easy. I guess maybe that was his 100th tree, though. He could have had a lot more practice than I do. But it is, there we go. It is helpful. It just seems like it's taken me a little bit longer. Oh, there's one way up there. Come on, cut it off. There we go. Yeah, we got a lot of branches to trim up here. I know like quite a few of you guys wanted to see logging, so hopefully this satisfies that. There we go. See, like that one, we just got 4 of them in a matter of a couple of seconds. So it's definitely helpful in some spots, but it still seems like it's very hard to get in a lot of spots. Like these 2 big branches that are going out right here. It's just kind of like a weird angle. There we go. It's around here somewhere. Like I said, the good thing about this one, though, is in the previous one, anytime you had the chainsaw out, you're having to pay for that fuel. This one you don't have to. So you can just keep it running all day, and... Or maybe that one's a solid one, is it? Oh, it is, okay. Trying to cut off a piece that wouldn't cut. That makes a little bit more sense. And once I get most of it off, you know, like once we're getting way out there, it might be just easier to... move the tree further down the hill to where it's on a flatter area to actually get to them. Oh, is that? There we go. I got a pack, get ready to head out to the mother-in-law's. Have a good Thanksgiving if I don't pop back in. Sounds good, Zing. Have a safe drive and a fun trip, hopefully. Using a controller to deal is hard. Keyboard and mouse is way easier to aim. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, any first-person shooter, if you've ever played them, you can tell. I haven't really paid attention with the aiming on here, but yeah, it's definitely like a slower, you know, just, like you said, easier to use the keyboard and mouse. It's just more accurate. Alright, Robert, what did you say? I've noticed that Zing, if you use the combo of both, is better. So you use keyboard mouse when it's more convenient, and then controller when that's more convenient. So like this one's underneath. It attaches somewhere in here, you can see it right here. Both of these two. But... oh, there we got it when we fell. Bit of both, yeah. I mean, I do it where I use both sometimes, but I don't know. For me, it's mostly controller. It's just normally easier. Not for logging specifically, just games in general. Oh shoot. Or maybe it's not easier. It's just I prefer the controls of the controller rather than the keyboard and mouse. I will say for one type of game that I do prefer keyboard and mouse, though, is a survival game. They usually have way too many buttons. Oh, god dang it. Way too many buttons for a controller to usually run very well, at least in my opinion. So I've always, for some reason on survival type games, I've always pretty much liked keyboard and mouse. I think the biggest trick is to press the button for the chainsaw before you get a cut circle, then hold the chainsaw. Yeah, exactly. Because if you wait till it's like this, then you're basically cutting the limb. So you have to hold the button when you're not looking at it, and kind of just go around. But some of them are much more picky than others. There we go. But yeah, that was kind of the trick. The old one, I would tap it as you go along the log, because if you just hold it, it would cut it. But I guess it probably worked the same way if you looked off the log, held the button, and then went to the log, then it would just cut them all. So I guess maybe I never learned that trick in FS22. But... well, this tree should be a little bit easier, I think. It's a little closer to the ground. Bad Boy Gamer, welcome in. Didn't even know you were streaming. Howdy all. How is it going today, bad boy? Looks like you watched my video. Yeah, I was trying to get you to explain it to me yesterday, Nacho. You wouldn't give me the explainer. But yes, I did. And it's still much more picky than FS25, but it does work a little bit better. I would say it's probably twice as fast, maybe, than what I was doing. But it's still pretty, like, finicky to get them to go. Welcome in, Nacho. Like right there, we just got like 6 of them as I fell. If my right foot would stop hurting, it'd be doing a lot better. Well, hopefully it does. I know it's a big hope, but hopefully it does feel a little bit better for you. Got heartburn too? I've never experienced heartburn. I don't know, I guess that's probably a good thing, but I don't know, I cannot relate to that feeling. I don't know what that feels like. My brother and my dad get it all the time, but I've never had heartburn. I don't know what that, yeah, I don't know. Like it's, you know, I've had people explain it, but I don't really, basically it's just some weird burning sensation is all I really understand. Heartburn's been kicking my butt since I quit drinking. Well, maybe it's all that paint huffing you've been doing. I heard that's not really good for you, Nacho. I'm obviously kidding. It was from Rex's stream. Nacho said he started huffing paint. So, did anybody else look over the patch notes? Robert, I don't know if you did, or Nacho, Zing. Well, I don't know. Zing said he's leaving. Bad Boy Gamer. Any of you guys look over the patch notes to kind of see if there's anything you found interesting or whatever in there? You did? Anything you particularly thought was a good change or interesting or whatever you'd like to say? Sawyer, welcome in. To kick the magic markers, yeah. So he was trying to kick his habit of magic markers by huffing paint, was the joke. One of them that I noticed, and I had noticed it, actually come on. I had noticed it on a different, on my, my sort of learning save, but some of these fields, like, for example, this one, I don't know if this one did before, but it used to have you own, like, out here onto the road, and some of them you even owned across the road just a little bit. That was fixed on both, well, I think it might have even been fixed on all 3 maps, but for sure 2. For sure this one and the Asian map. Or at least they said they fixed. I haven't looked at it to see. I didn't, like I said, I barely played this one, so I hadn't really seen which ones were changed, I guess, which specific farm fields. Didn't fix the tool issue, but at least we can pet the dog now. I did try to pet the dog too in mine, and I couldn't, and I didn't know that that was a bug. So. Not having any luck on this one. Rex, welcome in. How are you doing today, Rex? I wasn't sure if I'd be streaming today, but because my nephews have the day off of school, and sometimes they are, well, normally, before a holiday they're extremely rowdy, just because, you know, they have the day off of school and kind of a couple of days off, and they're excited to, you know, see all their family and whatever, but get to play with their cousins. Today they're not here. I don't know where they are, but they're not here, so it's extremely quiet, good connection. Everything is ideal, so I thought, heck yeah, if we can, why not? Good, you headed out to your last delivery? Okay. Hopefully that goes well for you, Rex. I know you don't have, you guys already had your Thanksgiving, so you don't have a holiday or anything tomorrow, but I forgot to ask yesterday, so the super strength, that is in the lumberjack one, right? I think I gotta get that to get this tree out of here. So basically, this tree has spawned in, or not spawned in, when I cut it down, it like fell outside the map here, so this right here, I'm at the edge of the map. So now I'm like squeezing between the tree, but I'm like touching the edge of it right here. Am I right? This right here. As far as I can go up. So this tree, it kind of fell halfway out of the map, and so that's why it's kind of shaking. It's sort of like stuck. Same with this one. So I'll probably have to get super strength and park a vehicle under this one and then grab it and throw it off to the side or something, but I definitely don't want a tree just hanging there. The same with this one too. This one is, well, actually no, this one, I mean, this one was giving me a lot of trouble, but maybe now it's okay. I'm not sure. It looks like it's not, I can actually walk behind it in the edge of the thing, so we might be okay on that tree. Let's cut this down. Crap. Spoon, welcome in. How are you doing? Nacho says fully monetized. Whoop whoop. Congratulations, Nacho. That is awesome. Oh, that one's not allowed. Okay. How about this tree? If you double tap Alt. Oh, well, don't you have to have the lumberjack mod though, right? I don't have that. Try cutting the big limbs off to get it to fall. The thing is it doesn't let me. It says that I can't cut those limbs, like they're not on my lot or whatever. So it's like out of bounds, and it doesn't let me cut the limbs off. Or at least when we tried earlier, this one it has moved a little bit further inbounds. Takes a while. Rex says, "Where's the memberships at?" There's super strength in the lumberjack mod, power tools mod. Oh, and there's a super strength mod. So there's 3 different ways to get it right now. Okay. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Rex. I'm not doing memberships till I have something to offer in return. Yeah, they give you some suggestions, Nacho, of like what you can do. Like sort of I don't know, maybe some things that a lot of other people have been doing, but you can just enter your own thing. It just has to be approved by, well, even the ones that you enter that they suggest, they still have to be approved. They have to like read it over to make sure it's something that doesn't violate their terms or whatever. One of the ones that I had that got declined, but I know there's other people who have it, so maybe it's the way that I worded it. Zing says, okay, this time turning off the PC. If I pop back on, it's on the road. Sounds good, Zing. See you in a bit, or won't see you at all. And have a good trip. Good lord. Go on. This is weird because this one's on the top side and that normally is gone much easier. It's usually the bottom ones that I have trouble with. I don't know, I'm gonna leave that one for now. Maybe once I chop the rest of the tree up it'll be easier to get out. Oh shoot, fell off. Oh man, this is such a pain. Like I can see, right here, you can see that it changes to the part where you're gonna fall off. So it's like, it's gotta be right here somewhere. If/when chat gets so busy that I can't keep up, I'll switch it to members only streams. Yeah, that was one of my plans to do as well. Switch it to subscribers only, and then members only eventually. If it gets to the point where you can't keep up. I am crouching, Spoon. Oh wait, no I wasn't, sorry. I thought I was that whole time, I was like, come on! Well, that makes more sense. I was pushing just the button to, that's probably why that one wasn't going either. Now I feel like an idiot. I thought I was crouched the whole time. RIP. Yep, that's definitely why I was having trouble getting this one. As always, thank you, Mr. Spoon, for the tip. It seems that that is there, but not there, if that makes sense. Yeah, it's there, but it's not there. Yeah, don't forget to crouch and jump. Okay, now we are for sure crouched on this one. Okay, so this one's just very picky. Yeah, I think we'll come back for that one. I think we got... Oh, I missed one more over there. Rex is with the update out now. Next week I'll be starting the challenge series. It's anchored lower. Yeah, I'll have to wait till I get down to the ground to try and get that one. You understand what I was trying to say with the chainsaw 25? Yeah. I didn't have any issues with that first tree that I cut down, Spoon. But now that I've cut down a lot more, you know, that was just a very small sample size, so it was just... That's the reason why you have to take bigger sample sizes. You're on Twitch right now, you'll post on YouTube later? Okay, you're live on Twitch, huh? Spoon, I gotta follow you on Twitch. I finally made a Twitch account just to troll Zing. His is the original Zing, as I made mine the unoriginal Zing. Except I made it in such a hurry that I spelt one of the words wrong. And since my account is so new, I cannot... Oh gosh. Since my account is so new, it doesn't allow me to change my username yet, so I'm stuck with that one for at least a little while. I do not plan to go over to Twitch, but I'll follow all you guys over there, whoever's creating content over there. Downloading Sniper Elite 5, very nice. I've never seen Rex play without 100 million, I'm super psyched. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see Rex on a sort of a hard mode. It's not obviously hard mode, but, you know, not having $1 million is definitely going to make it harder. Even if you only start with 1 million. Rex is Nacho, you should watch my Hempire series from FS25. The Hempire. It's a good name. It's funny because I remember when I started my logging series, Rex, you're like, "Oh, you should make like a logging empire," and I was like, I just started it, and literally that was the name of my save, like the exact same name. So I was like, that's pretty funny. FS25 is so last week, of course, yeah. Of course! Of course, yes. You gonna do another Empire series on 25? Nice. So I'm currently working on a rice series now. The short grain rice, or wet rice, I guess. I don't know. Normal rice, wet rice, short grain rice. Oh shoot, that one was one I can't walk on. Did not notice that. Yep. Yeah, so I have a couple of videos recorded for the rice one, although I've made a ton of mistakes. One thing I found out is you cannot empty, if you put fertilizer in the Iseki, I forget what it's called exactly, let me pull it up here, the planter, this one, the Iseki PRJ8D, if you put fertilizer in there, you cannot empty it. So you're just, I guess it's stuck in there, and one of the things that I did was I drove into the ditch. I was watching football on Thursday, or no, Sunday, I think it was. No, Monday. Must have been Monday. Wait, was that? Yeah, it must have been Monday. I don't know, I lose track. I was watching football. As I was driving, I'm like, I got a long drive, I'm just gonna not pay attention to the road for a little bit here. And I drove into the little canal on the Asian map. And I had to reset it because there was no way for me to get out. And then I lost all of the fertilizer that was in there. And I couldn't take it out. Another thing that I did was I took a field and then I made it into a rice field, but I expanded it a little bit. And the expansion part had not been fertilized, and so I put fertilizer in there to go do that. But even the parts that had already been fertilized, I had to, plant. And so as I was going back over, it still wastes, it puts fertilizer in there even if it's double fertilized. So it's just another waste of fertilizer. So I've wasted a lot of money finding some stuff out about the game, I guess. But yeah, it's the only way to learn, right? One way to find out. But yeah, I've wasted a ton of money on stuff that I didn't really need to. I don't know, maybe I'll go bankrupt, but at least we'll learn some things and be better the next time we try. As Robert likes to say, every day is a learning day. So what a waste of money. Yeah, the Vikes did get Jones. Although I think they just sent him to the practice squad, didn't they? Or am I wrong on that? I thought I saw that. I think it was a good move because Darnold's been hurt like 5 times throughout the year. Like, you know, he's been hit quite a few times where he comes off the field and it's like, oh great, is this the time when he's done? He's only missed a couple of plays overall, but every time you're just like, okay, is this going to be it? So I think having another person, I think Jones is probably better than Mullins. Even though I do think Mullins is pretty good every time he's had a chance to play. This year he's only had 2 passes for like 48 yards or something like that. He's only came in for 2 plays and both of them were big plays. I think one was 25 and one was like 13 or something. I guess that's 38, not 48, but... Actually, no, I think it was like 16. Because I think it was like a 3rd and 13 and he got like 16 yards or something. Okay. Might be able to jump at that one, huh? Oh, missed it. Alright. See you in a bit, Rex? Oh, Rex will be right back. Okay. I missed that. Totally missed that. Alright. So yeah, I think we should be fall damage. That would be crazy if they added that. Alright. So I guess I gotta trim up all these. This should be pretty easy to trim up these ones. We got them all just in a big old pile. Oh, I think I remember what it was in the last one. So if you were holding the button like we're doing now, it would trim something, but as soon as it hit a log that it would actually go through, it would just stop and go through it. So that's why you couldn't hold it. I remember that now because when I was doing my logging series, if you were even running over a log and there was one below it, it would all of a sudden start going through that one below it, and it's like, no, crap, stop. That is not what I want. But on this one, it does not do that, so I don't know if that's going to be something that they'll change to where you have to tap it again like you did before, but it kind of makes it easier to do on this one. Just wood chips flying everywhere. Yeah, because it doesn't actually attach to them like it did in 22, you can just walk over all of them and have it all chopped up pretty easily. That is super nice. A stump grinder will just eat them up, that's true. That's very true, Nacho. I do have to rent a stump grinder. I was just thinking about it, I'm like, do I need one? Yeah, I do. I have to take out the stumps that we have here in order to expand our field, because I've never expanded a field, like chopped down trees and expanded a field. I've only kind of expanded around them. If you do expand a field and you have stumps, it won't let you build a field there, right? I'm just going off what makes sense. That would hinder your progress, right? Bad Boy Gamer says another 43 gigs to go for the Sniper Elite 5, that is. Yeah, that would have taken absolutely forever on 22. So it makes trimming the bigger trees harder, but the smaller trees easier. You're not sure? You gotta grind them first? Okay, that's what I thought, but wasn't really sure. Look at this, just a floating piece. Oh, one thing that's cool, I don't know if you guys noticed this, I talked about this yesterday too. 1 second, see if I can get that one to go. I don't know if that one will or not. Yeah, it definitely will. Right? Yeah, it's one of the pieces that would. Pretty sure. Maybe that's a solid piece. When you do end up cutting out, when you cut down trees, there's the little like sliver, the wedge that pops out, and you can actually pick up all the wedges on this one. The old one, they just kind of went away. They just you know, deleted or whatever you want to say. They just turned invisible and were gone. On this one, you can actually pick them up. So I thought that was kind of cool. It's a really small change, but it's pretty cool. I don't know where that one is attaching to. Somewhere underground. There we go. Oh no, I still missed it. Whatever. We'll get it later. Oh, sounds like my nephews are home. JJ, did you like that little video clip I put on your Discord? That was pretty funny. That was like the first thing I saw this morning and I was like, oh wow. I hadn't seen that happen before. Okay, can we get any of this? Okay, that's within the bounds. How about this one? Same thing. And this one. Okay, so we're going to chop all three of those out. I don't think we'll flatten it this far, but if we get rid of the trees, it should allow us to flatten the area, you know, right here, compared to if we didn't get the tree out of there, we could only flatten it to further back. So we'll get the most field we can out of this area here. You can do the field, but the tools will hit the stump and probably stop your tractor. But you can plant, the game doesn't detect there's a tree. Oh, okay. So you can, they're just going to be super annoying, basically. It will work, but it's not great, kind of. Honestly, I thought it would just give you an error message, like, you know. So I've tried to create rice fields with trees, in the middle, and obviously that doesn't work. It says there's a conflict or whatever. I assumed making a normal field would be the same. Even though you plow it, I just figured it would give you like a, you know, if you got within like 3 meters of the tree, it would just pop up with an error or something. But good to know. Thank you, Spoon. I've seen branches at the top of the tree that were anchored to the stump. What? That's crazy. So like the tree just like turns invisible for part basically, and then you can see the branches way up at the top. Oh, one other thing I noticed is so this is as low as I could cut these, right? Now it seems like once you get into it, like once you cut the tree, some of the time it allows you to cut these even further, these little chunks. So like it gives you another option to cut them lower. Except this one I think I only just missed the very top, yeah. So this one wouldn't really do anything, but other ones it allows you to cut like way down here and then you can take out the little 4 chunks. Alright. Yeah, I can't wait to get a stump grinder out here and get all these stumps and stuff out of here. Still gotta grind them, yeah. We'll grind them. We'll grind them and then we'll flatten the area and then we'll have as much possible land as we can with this one single area. Eventually, you know, if we have a profitable business, we'll be able to buy some more land and move out, but for now we're gonna be stuck with I think that's too heavy for me, isn't it? Oh, 203. What a bummer. Still cutting back the brush. Yeah, we're going to be doing this for a while. Partly because it's going to take us a bit to find all these little stumps in here. Let's see if this one works. Nope. But yeah, we're gonna cut down all the brush we can in this entire area. So cut out all the trees. This stuff can just get mulched. I mean, I guess I could just mulch everything, right? Like you could just put a grinder onto these and just turn them all into wood chips. But that would just be kind of a waste of money. So I'm gonna take out whatever wood we can, and then grind the rest of the stumps and bushes. And then we'll flatten the area as much as we can, and then we'll turn it into farmland. So we got a ways to go. And even some of these ones, like they're just barely over 200, so I'll have to like get the tractor out there or chop it into a little bit smaller piece. But yeah, we're going to be cutting back the brush for a little bit here. Probably this entire episode, maybe even the next one, because we got a good amount of stuff still to cut out of here. Like, we got the majority of it, but now we got all the big stuff. Parting all of these big trees out, and, you know, we still are missing stuff up on the tops of a lot of them. But cutting out all these big trees, or cutting them down, is going to take a while. Grind the stump and away they go. That's the plan. That is the plan. I don't want to rent the stump grinder until I kind of need it, though, just to hopefully save a little bit of money. Probably only 1 month's money, but I guess it all helps, right? Okay, so that tree is not allowed. Let's see. You know, it's funny, in the old one you could sort of trick the game if you would stand far enough back to do it. So I don't know if this one works or not. We'll try. Nope, maybe not this time. They might have just figured if that tree's... Wait. That tree is in bounds. I can't quite walk around it, but I can almost go all the way around. It's kind of weird that it doesn't allow us to cut it. Oh well, 17 to go. Very nice. Alright, we got to cut down this tree. We did miss a few of them just going through earlier. We kind of cut down all the big ones we could see and didn't really look at how far back we could go. Yeah, I've cut down trees, hauled them away, and there would be branches floating. God dang, that's so loud. Giants, if you're listening, please give us a volume slider for the achievements. I know you're not listening, but... Oh, crap. Hey Marty, welcome in. How are you doing, Marty? Or Marty Party, as Rex says. So we are still working on chopping down some trees. Bad Boy says, isn't there a way to turn all music pop-ups off? I mean, I guess maybe, but I don't think so with the achievements. I think that's just kind of a set level. I could be wrong on that. But it's very loud. I guess you could probably turn down all the sounds in the game and get an achievement and see. But to be honest, I don't even know how to get any of the achievements that I've gotten so far. I have zero clue how I've gotten them. I have some idea. Like this one, we've cut down a bunch of trees, so I'm assuming that one was something with cut down 50 trees or something like that, you know? Oops, may have to change the in-game change the... I don't even know how you say that. Love the still? Probably said it wrong. That's what my family has used. But the sound for it sucks in-game? Really? I thought they were all the same sounds. I must say, if they do have different sounds for the chainsaws, then props to them, man. That's a pretty cool thing that they have. Because I did not know that. I just realized that I missed a piece over here. Where is it? Right here? I'll grab that one. Tiny little one. But yeah, we did rent this plow, so hopefully we can start plowing some of this stuff over here. I think that's the tree that I cannot get. Yeah, it's right on the edge. Okay, we got that tree now. Should be able to get this one, I believe. Yeah, it should be in bounds, right? 87%. Very nice, bad boy. Oh, I can't cut that tree either. Okay. How about this one? This one may be the same thing. Nope, cannot do that one. Okay, we might be getting close to getting all the trees then. Can you put your map up, JJ? Yeah. I'll give you the map. We're in the top right corner here. We're on field 37. That's the one we're on. I usually try to get rid of the F11 up in the top left, or F11, F1, sorry. F1 in the top left, and then I also try to get rid of the map just to make the screen as clear as possible. They have, or at least in FS22, they had a mod to hide the HUD. Can't remember what it's called. HUD Toggle? That was the name. And that was nice for screenshots. I still, if you guys look at all of my screenshots for my thumbnails so far, I have to throw the FS25 logo up in the top right corner to cover up the money and stuff. You can still kind of see through it if you know it's there, but other than that you can't really see it. Okay, so we're right on the edge here of the claim. Oh no, you're good, Robert. I usually do it for the screenshots and then I kind of just forget about it. But yeah, I try and clear so that it's the most immersive, I guess you could say. You know, there's not as much stuff taken away, like... But no, I guess it makes sense. You guys probably want to see a little bit more information, right? Maybe I can put the other one up too if you want that, but... Alright, let's get this one down. This one should be one more in our claim. Nope, never mind. That's weird, because that one's really far in our claim. Holy crap. Oh wait, no, hang on. That might be... Let's see. I think we might be... We're just in the corner, so... Oh yeah, that's to the left, though. Yeah, that one's barely out of our claim. Okay. So I guess that's it. We've got all the trees down, I believe, inside the claim. So now I can try to start parting some of these things out. Psycho Kid, welcome in. How are you doing? Oh, finally. Could not get that one. Oh wait, I think this is one right here, right? This should be one. Actually, there's two maybe. Oh nope, I'm at the top. Okay, that one's out of the boundary, and this one is as well. So yeah, I believe... Wait, are these ones out? Yep, I'm at the edge. Okay, so those are out. All those are out. Yeah, I think we're good now. I think we got every single tree that we could get at least chopped down. Maybe this one. I know there was one that was on the edge, but I thought it was that one there. This one might be good. Nope, okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we got them all now. So let's take the tractor. And what I'm going to try to do is just push these down the hill, mostly. Oh shoot, I'm at the edge of the claim right there. We're just going to try and push them further towards the edge to help us clean it up, mostly. Download complete. Very nice. Enjoy, bad boy. Playing some Sniper Elite. Let's see if we can get this one. Hey, there we go. Nice. Not quite how I would like it to have rolled down, but it works. Because now I gotta try and push it back into our claim to cut it. Yeah, it's moving. Power Tools finally got released today. What's in that one, Marty? Zeb, welcome in. Man, if my tractor was just a little bit more heavy, we'd be alright. We're kind of right at that limit where it can barely push it. If we had just a little bit more weight behind us, we'd probably be good. Oh, wait. Now we're catching maybe some flat ground. Maybe. There we go. We're almost, if I can get this a little bit further, then we can have it totally within our claim. And then we won't have to worry about how we cut it up, you know? Because right now, if we cut it up, it might fall into the other one. That should be good, I think. That one branch is kind of hanging off there a little bit. Alright, let's see how that looks. Okay, we got a couple of trees up here to go grab. Super strength, spawn any product, super speed, flight ability. Wow. That is a lot. Oops. I see one branch here. Let's grab this one. It's just spinning around. I've been kind of organizing these really small ones all the way on the other end, but I suppose I don't really need to do that, though. That's kind of just a waste of time, isn't it? Did it add a cape, Marty? Yeah. Super strength, super speed, flight ability. Where's the cape? When you said that, Nacho, you reminded me of one thing Zing said before. I know I've heard it before from other people, too. I can't remember exactly what it is, but... Zing said something about, like, when his wife is mad, he's like, well, here, I'll give you a cape, and now you can be super mad. Or something like that. I think we'll sell them at some point, but probably not anytime soon. I'm going to chop up all the big ones and just kind of push those ones back off in the corner. And then probably off stream someday I'll just load them up and sell them. Or maybe I'll just load them up and then sell them on stream, I don't know. But I don't think it won't be very much. Okay, this one's 200, let's chop that. I'm sure she liked that, yeah, I'm sure she did. How are you gonna get that floating tree in the air? So it's like its branches are grabbing into the next one, and this one is they're right on the edge of the map here. That's the problem, is all these trees that cut down are right on the edge, so some of them fell kind of out. But I think what we're going to have to do, bad boy, is we're going to have to get super strength. I tried to reach it with my tractor and I can't. And so I think I'll just take super strength to get out of there. I don't like to use mods too much, but... well, not some of the mods. Like, I don't want to be able to pick up anything I want whenever I want. I kind of prefer, like, using the tractors and stuff for it. Oh my gosh, this one does not want to go. That's not a bad idea. Build one of those sawmills. Wood production would be a very good idea, yeah. Well, the map came out yesterday, then was removed, then updated and released today. Oh, okay. Let's chop off this one. How much is that? 48 kilos, nice, okay. How about this one? It feels good to finally be getting some of these trees at least chopped up. Might not have the, what the heck? Cursor's being weird on that one. Oh, there we go. Might not have the best of logs from it, or whatever you'd like to say, but at least we're finally getting them sort of parted out. Let's chop off this one, if we can. One thing I have noticed too is it seems like it's easier to go against it, like this, and cut it, than going with it. It just doesn't seem to like to cut going with it. It's easier to turn around and cut towards the ground of where the tree would be. That one's kind of... oh, there we go. Let's turn a little bit. It's a sandbox map. It has a store, a sawmill, and that's it for buildings. Oh, is that like... shoot, what map is that? No Man's Land or whatever? I've downloaded that map and played it on FS25, but only for a couple of minutes. But I thought it was a really cool idea. Because then you have to build whatever production you want on there. New Frontier is the name, okay. I feel like... is that one from FS25 as well, Rex? I feel like I've heard that name before. Sniper Elite 5 is going to be a Thanksgiving stream for everyone that gets done eating. Oh, nice. I think Nacho is also going to be streaming tomorrow. You're not sure? It is? Okay. Yeah, I won't be streaming. At this time tomorrow, we have guests over. Pretty much my entire family's going to be here, so... yeah. Okay, it does not like that one. How about this one? Ah, shoot. Alright. After the Lions game. So, probably starting your stream around now, right? I think the game starts at 11:30, so it should probably be over about 2:30, maybe 3 o'clock. Right now it's 2:50 our time. So Nacho will probably be starting his stream tomorrow about this time. What about you, bad boy? What time are you thinking of starting tomorrow? Trying to get my chainsaw to turn. There we go. Just a little bit. Perfect. Downloaded another game for this afternoon. Evening stream, second stream, okay. And a nap. Okay, so I take that back. No longer what did I say, 2:33? Alright, maybe I'll cut this one. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll cut this one out. If I can. I'm standing on this tree. Trying to fall just a little bit to the next branch. Doesn't want to let me do it. Alright, I think that's going to be it for that tree, for now. Well, maybe I guess I can cut off some of these. They're huge, though. It's hard to tell exactly where I even want to cut. Something like that. Probably 4-ish, okay. The tree moved too much. Try that again. Marty says, so snipe and knock off some people from watching football. That was pretty good. That's almost exactly where I wanted it to go. Yeah, I guess we'll cut off this one here. Try and do the same thing, roughly. Yeah, something like that. Geez, that one's really low, though. Alright. Now I think we can chop this little guy off. Maybe. Perfect. Maybe... possibly can get that bigger one here. We only have like two little arms left, if you will. My log's freaking out going down the hill. Oh no! Ah, can't quite get high. Oh wait. Can't quite get high enough. That's good enough for me, I guess. It's chopping a little bit off this one, but good enough. Probably around 5 or 6, okay. But you have an hour time change from us, so your 5 would be our 4. Yeah, that looks kind of funny, but whatever. So 4 to 5, and Nacho streaming about the same time, 4, roughly. Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, wait, Nacho moved to Texas, but no, it's the same time zone where he lives. Not liking that one. Let's go with this one. It wants to get both trees. Oh, shoot. The cursor thing wants to get both trees, or both branches of it. There we go. So I guess we'll just chop. Wait, is that? Oh, it is connected. Okay. We can take that one first, I guess. No, it doesn't want it. Perfect. Alright, now we'll get this one. All of us, as residents / patients here, get deep fried turkey plus sides tomorrow. Nice. And be going to be somewhat of a family Thanksgiving for me Friday. Oh, cool. That's awesome, Marty. So you kind of have two. Let's see if we can get this one. Probably should have brought that one down a little bit more. It's got a bit of a stump on it, but I guess whatever. Good enough. That's frustrating. Come on. Give me this one right here. It had it for a second. Now it's like way up there. Alright, we'll go this way, per usual. Seems like this side's a little easier to cut it. No, it does not like that one at all. Okay, let's go down and chop up some of these ones, I guess. What is this? 135, we can grab that. Put that over here. Saturday we're going to celebrate the America Thanksgiving. My one sister-in-law and husband love America, and we all like turkey, so we do a second Thanksgiving. Nice, you have two as well. Cool thing about that, Rex, is yours is sort of spaced out too. You get October and then you get November. Can't tell if this is... Can I walk on that one? No, I can't, so that one's got to have a spot somewhere. Crap. Marty says, I don't understand the people who have the either kind of roast beef for Thanksgiving and or Christmas. We have both ham and turkey for Thanksgiving and Christmas. Bad Boy Gamer says we're having some ham, chicken casserole, sweet potatoes with marshmallows. The melted marshmallows on top. Yeah, melted a bit. That's funny. I know what you're talking about, so I just said it and then I read the rest of your thing. Rolls, green bean casserole, sweet corn, sweet peas. Sorry, sweet peas. Mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, deviled eggs. 1 second. There we go. Jello, dessert, and pumpkin pie. You have both ham and turkey too, Rex? That's funny. Yeah, there's quite a few people in my family who really like ham, me being one of them. I don't mind turkey. Like I wouldn't say I particularly like it, but I also don't particularly dislike it. Like if it's only turkey, I'm going to eat a lot of turkey. But if they have ham, I love ham. So I'll have way more ham than turkey. But yeah, there's a couple people in my family who do the same thing. Like, they like turkey, but they like ham way more. So we kind of just decided to have both, and that's been going on for quite a few years now. Probably for 6, 7, maybe 8 years. We just have both every year. Oh no! I was hoping not to fall off there. Alright, I knew that piece would fall, but I thought I was far enough back. Would love to have dumplings too, but no luck this year, I'm betting. You have a small ham? Okay. Yeah, we usually have one ham and one turkey, but sometimes, like this year, we have 2 small turkeys. So, instead of having one big one, we just have 2 small ones, because that was probably all that was really left over then. Yeah, be glad there's no fall damage. I wouldn't mind if there was, like, wouldn't really bother me. Although it would probably take away from the farming experience, which is why they don't have it. Where does this one cut off at? Normally I can see the texture change, but I don't see this one. Oh yeah, I do. Here it is on the end. Second game downloading complete. Very nice. I think I'm going to try and jump at it. Not having it. Oh, there we go, as I fell. It's kind of funny, I swear like half the time I get it when I fall. Like I'm obviously trying not to fall, but it seems like about half the time when I do fall, I do end up getting the branch that I was going for. Like it's just not working, and then you fall and it hits the exact right spot and cuts it off. Robert, you rolled a 51. That's the lowest possible number you could have rolled and got points. Nice. Rex with a gamble all. Good luck, Rex. Rex with a 72. Yeah, the little circle thing's kind of a pain in the butt to get these to cut, but I don't know, there might be somewhere I just leave it for now. Cut them up later maybe, I don't know. Tank, welcome in. Drive by like, I'll return to my normal viewing time on Friday. I will not be streaming Friday, Tank. I gotta watch my nephews. If it's a drive-by like, I won't explain because you probably don't have time. But I'll be back on Monday. Alright, let's see if we can pick up some of these pieces. Maybe throw them on the trailer. Oh, okay. Hey, Rex. Robert, gotta go now. Sounds good, Tank. See you later. Hopefully you have a safe drive or whatever you're doing. If it actually is a drive-by like. What? Oh, because the strap maybe? Yeah, the strap I think. Let's take that off. No, not the strap. Why is it so floaty? Look at that. So, logging is still a bit weird. That branch does not want to sit right. What if I move it over? Oh, it still wants to float. Huh. So it's like the bottom thinks it's like attached to the tree or something, so it wants to like stick up just like that. Huh. That's really weird. So this stick doesn't have any gravity to it. That's gonna make trying to get rid of all this crap a lot harder, isn't it? Didn't even realize I missed a whole bunch up here. You know what I just thought of what we could do? I could push all these trees out onto the field, and then I could flatten this and plow it, as long as I got all the trees out of there. Well, and got the stumps grinded out. But then we could push the trees. Well, that wouldn't really work, I guess, because then this. I was thinking we could push the trees out onto the field and make the field, and then push them back, but then they'd be on the field anyway. So, never mind. Did that pretty quick. Yeah, some of the trees, I feel like that one was not very high, so it went pretty quickly. But this one, it goes quite high up there, and there's a lot of branches and stuff. This one's probably not going to go very well. Although I already think I have... Oh wait, most of this tree's out of bounds. Oh, never mind, I was stuck on something. Oh, the stump, okay. Yeah, this one's a little bit too high to where it doesn't want to grab anything. It's actually working fairly well on this one too. I figured with the tree jumping it wouldn't be a fan, but it seems like it's kind of settled a little bit more off to the side now. But yeah, this is as far as I can go. This is the barrier right here. So I can't really cut any of that part off. I've cleared all the part that I can. Except for, actually I probably could clear these top two left side ones. This, if I can get up there. I'm not sure if I can. The amount of times Rex has been cut off today is pucking ridiculous, he says. Pucking with a PH, pucking. Like a hockey puck. It's pucking ridiculous. Alright, yeah, we can't get that one for now. Let's hop in the tractor. See if we can push some of this down. See, like, I feel like we're making pretty good progress with, like, all the stuff we've got moved, but... but yeah, like, actually parting out all these trees and getting all these branches out of here is gonna, you know, take a while. JJPH sounds like an F. So it would sound like... Puh. Puh. Pucking. I'm trying to think of, like, what is a word that's... Well, I'm trying to think of a PH that sound together. Epiphany. I had an epiphany. See, it's a P. Not an F. Whoa, what am I on? Did my... oh, my forks just went in the ground. Okay. Oh my god, we're about to flip over. My forks are... like fat. Scott's gotta go. Alright, see you later, Scott. Have a good one. Yikes. I don't know about this one. Look, I'm doing a one-wheel handstand. My forks got stuck in the ground. Oh, there we go. Got him out. Oh, you know what? Oh, I keep forgetting to turn that stupid filter off, the Alfredo filter. Alfredo's the only one that really gets in trouble with that, and then now he hasn't been here in a while, and he has been good even when he was here, so... I was going to turn it off yesterday too. I looked at Streamlabs and I'm like, oh, I gotta turn off that filter, and then forgot. Of course. Need a tire change, yeah. Honestly, I'm debating on buying that little carpentry business or whatever it is. There's like a small one you can buy for like, I don't know what it is, 36,000 I think, something like that. Jeez, these are all heavy. Uh-oh, we got some loading error. This one's 106. Why can I not grab it? The breakdancing tractor, it does better than the Australian breakdancer in the Olympics. That's hilarious. Did you know that person said they retired, Rex? I saw the headline the other week. They said they retired. They were something about tired of getting a lot of hate. Something like that. Like, what did you expect was going to happen if you sort of cheated your way into the Olympics? Not cheated. I mean, she did it legit, but you know, she followed the rules the way the rules are written. So there's nothing cheating about it. But you know what I mean? So she said she retired. She was tired of getting all the heat. Bad Boy Gamer says, yeah, 36K. I think I might get one of those. I don't know. 36 is kind of expensive, and it's only a one-time use thing. One tree, if not less, will fill it up. Yeah. But the only thing is, Marty, I don't need, like, I'm not trying to get rid of all this instantly. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care if it takes a couple of years to get rid of. The only thing is I got to get it off my claim. So if I were to, like, stick it, I don't know, in the neighbor's field over here, I'd be fine with that. I just couldn't cut it up after that point. So if I could get it off my claim and then pick it up and put it on a trailer and sell it then, I'd be alright with that. It would just be a matter of getting that 1 year's worth out of it, if that makes sense. That one branch is like almost entirely underground. But yeah, you're right, it would fill up extremely quickly and it would take a very long time. All these branches are too heavy. Where's that one that's in the ground? Here. What is this one? 126? Nice. Crap, where'd it go? The thing that I'm thinking about is, like, if I were to buy the actual sawmill, that's like 200 and something thousand, right? 250 or something like that. And I would only use it for a while till we got done with all of these trees. And then I'd probably have to sell it back, which would take a $120,000 loss. So I think I'd almost rather use the small one. And then, you know, it's only a $36,000 loss, but I think if we did use the small one, at any point thereafter, if we had trees from anywhere else on the map, like we were to buy a different claim and do some logging to make more space, we could still use the small one. It just wouldn't go through at a fast rate, which is fine. All right. So I think we will go through with the smaller one. Saving? Been a while. But yeah, it would take forever to get rid of all this wood for sure. Because as you mentioned, it would be less than even one tree. 270. Because each of these trees weighs like 10, 12 tons, something crazy. And those ones, even if we were to bring all of this to the lumber mill, it would probably take a couple of months to get through. Because this is a lot of wood. It'd probably take us a couple of years, to be honest, to get through all of this wood with the small one. That's what you did, get the small one? I feel like the small one is the way to go in this current situation. Just because I don't plan on keeping it for a long time. Like, I only plan on using it just to cut down trees to make more land. I don't really plan on using it long term. So I guess as long as I can get the trees off my claim, and go through them, I don't really care how long it takes. I just basically have to clear my claim so that I can make my field. That's really all I'm trying to get right now. But I don't know. Either one wouldn't be a bad option because we'd make a little bit more money out of it. Come on. There we go. Oh. But yeah, thank you for the suggestion, both Marty and Robert. That would be a very good idea to at least make some more money out of it, right? And actually, if we put it on our own property, we wouldn't really need to transport the trees. We wouldn't need to chop it up as much. As long as we could pull it over there, we could just pull it over in a huge chunk and then get rid of it. 384, that's pretty hefty. Let's see if we can get this chunk to go. Yeah, it would fill up very, very quickly. It would probably take a couple of years to get through all of this wood, Robert. Like, it would take months to get through at a normal sawmill, but yeah, this is... those ones are 10 times slower, so you're probably looking at, I don't know, 30, maybe 40 months worth, would be my guess. Alright, I think let's cut this up right about here. If we can. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do it right now. I have it set to like the slowest speed possible, so I could hopefully get all this cleared, get this whole thing plowed, get all the stumps ground out, flatten it. You know, we got a lot of work to do here. But I think I'm gonna buy it and just put it maybe over in the corner of the claim. And then, or maybe I should put it back in this corner. And that way I can just at least get started on it, like it's going right now, you know? Let's see. I think we do own a little bit off the field here. We could see how far we could possibly put it. I guess, I don't know why I ran all the way over here, because you can go in the construction mode and have that. Oops, wrong one. Construction. I don't remember what it's under. Production, selling point. Biomass heating. No, it's not it, is it? Factories. Oh, here we go. Preserve food, grain mill, oil mill, sawmill. So yeah, we'd have to place it like right here on the corner or something. That'd kind of be alright. Whoa. Actually, this little place back here where we used to have that other building, we could put it over here somewhere. Just kind of in the corner of the property. Because we're not going to need to go further back than this. The only other option would be leasing a wood chipper and selling the wood chips, which would take a bit too. Yeah, that's another good point, Marty. Yeah, the only problem is with that... Well, actually, no, the wood chip does chip pretty quickly. So you probably could get it all chipped up in a couple of months. That might be another good option. maybe even the best option as far as speed goes. Because yeah, you just have to feed them in there and chip it all up and be, you know, be good after probably a couple of hours of dropping stuff in there, chipping it all up. But a couple of hours in game, or a couple of hours real life versus tons of hours in game to get rid of all the other stuff. I think I'm gonna grab this and we'll just. Oh, I thought it fell through the floor. I'm gonna try and scoot these back just a little bit and see if we can place it right in the corner here. And that way it's kind of out of the way. And we can just drag all this stuff in there. I think that was a great idea by you and Robert to get a little bit extra money from it. And 36,000, like you said, it's not gonna make us a crazy amount of money right away, but it should pay off pretty quickly because we're gonna go through a ton of wood. Like we'll keep that thing at max capacity for probably a few years. There we go. I think we're getting close to getting it to where we can. Alright, let's take out the chainsaw again and try and get rid of all this. Whatever we can out of here. It's funny, you can hear him chopping up like 12 different spots. Does that one not go? Oh, there it goes. A couple more over here. So yeah, that cleaned up pretty nicely. That's what we're here for, yeah. You guys are giving me all the good advice. Especially yesterday when I was trying to do the, trying to set up the whole thing, and Zing's like, actually, you only need to clear the rocks once, you only need to do this, and I'm like, oh yeah. I didn't really think about that, did I? Oh, that one's got a lot of branches on it. Alright, I think this is good enough. Let's see if that gave us enough space. Land is not owned by you, so... Overlaps, land is not owned. So right here is where it would have to be. We could push it back to... Area restricted, somewhere over here, looks like. Alright, let's try and get... Is this another tree? I think I didn't even see that one. Get this one out of here. Oh, we cannot cut that tree. Okay. Let's see if we can move these a little bit more. I wish I had the skidder I have in FS25. Just run into this pile once and the whole thing slides back 10 yards. I thought I had it fairly organized, but now that I'm moving them all, it seems like it's kind of a mess. Because they were kind of straight, and now they're just kind of all over the place. Or at least it felt like they were. Alright, maybe we can try this. Bad boy with a heist 600, good luck. Let's see, is that time limit up? Yep, we're good, okay. Come on, here we go. Ooh, Rex is joining, Robert's joining, very nice. Oh, collides with the player, duh. Gotta get out of space. Oh, Rex with a gamble, sorry. Rex didn't join the heist. Said, screw you guys, I'm going for a gamble, I don't need to heist. Oh, he did join the heist, never mind. I didn't see it. Okay, so here we go. We can place it right here. Perfect. 36,000. So let's grab this. Throw that in here, right? And we got to go into our productions and start that. So status is, oops, activate. Planks long, planks medium. We'll just activate all of them. I don't know if it really matters too much. The reason I say I don't know if it matters because I recently found out there is basically different productions that can be split or they can not be split. So some of them will run full speed even if they're split. And some will not run full speed. They'll split the production. Like, if you have two productions, they'll both run at half speed. If you have three, they'll both run at a third speed. If you have four, they'll run at a fourth speed. So I'm not sure if this is one that everything would run at full speed or not. Dude, I cannot get this branch to go. Screw it, we'll just throw it in. Let's get that in there. How much does this thing hold? 14,000 liters, that's not that much. Like Marty said, that might not even hold a tree. It looks like we can hold one tree, but just barely. So, think about that. Put the whole branch in. I will do that very shortly, Robert. I'm just trying to get rid of all this crap here at the end. Once I get rid of all this, then I can put a whole tree over here. The cool thing about this is you can literally just put like a ton of branches over here, and it doesn't need to be chopped up or anything like that, and it'll just take it. So if the log, well actually, the only problem with this is I'd have to cut it up into chunks under, what did I say? 14,000. So if I put a full tree over here and it weighed 15,000, it just would not take the tree at all. But if it weighed anything under that, as soon as it hit, like let's say the tree was 12,000, right? And I had 2,400 in there, it wouldn't take that tree until it hit exactly 2,000, and then it would take the entire tree in and fill it all the way back up. Yeah, so now we don't really need to chop those trees up as much as I had thought or planned before. Because now we can just kind of throw them in here and it'll take them all. I'm kind of curious to see how much of this crap we have sitting around. We're at 800 right now. I bet you this here is like 2,500 or something. That's what you did, activate them all? Yeah. I don't know, it's kind of easier if you're only going for like one thing, you know, like if you're only going for the long planks, it's a little bit easier to manage because you only have to bring them to one spot, but if you have 3 different ones, you know, you might have to bring them to 3 different areas to sell. I guess we do have a trailer, and we do, oh wait, we do not have forks, do we? We have a bale spike, but that might still work, I'm not sure. Probably not, to be honest. We'll probably need to buy a set of forks. Oh, sorry, bad boy, I did miss that one. I saw it pop up and didn't even have a chance to read it because it's pretty long. First I'm going to watch the movie called The Last Battlefield Sci-Fi Action War Film English Full Movie HD. Nice. I have never heard of that, but I'm not much of a movie buff. Anybody who's watched the channel for any amount of time probably be able to tell you that anytime I talk about movies, it's pretty much, yeah, I haven't seen that, I haven't seen that, I haven't seen that. Never heard of that, never heard of that. Don't know who that actor is. Stuff like that. Yeah, YouTube does have some movies, which is kind of cool. Alright. We're getting close. We got this little wood chip here. Or, I don't know what you want to call it. The wedge. I believe that's the word they use, the wedge. We're at 1,800 liters. What did I say? 25? Actually, how much does this hold as well? This will kick out 10,000 liters of planks, 7,000 and 4,500. Okay, not bad. Saves you from renting the movie. Yeah, it's cool that they have a couple of movies on YouTube. Actually, they have quite a few. From previous times that I've looked, none of them really interest me. Not all that much, anyway. So I've watched a couple, but not very much. All right, let's see. What do we got in here? That's 298. That one's 600. We could get the tractor over here and start pulling some of these ones in. Actually, let's see if we can grab one of these bigger chunks out of here. Let's grab like this thing right here. Let's lower this. Sorry, my controller is still being weird, guys. It'll be a while. Oh, okay, it does not like that. Let's try... Well, I guess we'll just try and clamp down on it. If it's moving it right now... Is that going? No. I can't tell if that's working or not. Yeah, so the clamps are kind of weird. I think it's fully clamped and like good to go, but it doesn't really look like it's clamped. Oh shoot. Actually, here, I got an idea. So before I throw this one in there, I'm gonna drop it right here. Let's back off and tilt down. There we go. I'm gonna check, how much is this right here? This one is 10 tons, so that's what, 10,000 liters? And we can put in here about 12,000 more, so we could push that whole tree in there. That would be perfect, almost. It would fill it up really nicely. Let's see if we can get that tree to go. Yep, probably not. Blaine, welcome in. We're getting it. It's moving towards the right direction. Alright, we should be able to get this in here in just a bit. I think we just barely got it. Might be too far. Nope, we're good. Oh, nope, we're not. We're not good. Do I think we'll have last year's winter again? I don't think so. What do you think, Blaine? There we go. As soon as we let off, that should take it, right? Can't see because my controller's all being weird. Maybe it's not far enough in? We'll try and bump it in there. Rex will be right back. Sounds good. Okay. Well, at least we got it here, so maybe let's go with the chainsaw. Immediately took that chunk. So this will work, I guess. We'll just push it in and then chop it a little bit. What do you think, Blaine? You think we're getting the same winter as last year? There was snow outside when I woke up this morning. Not sure if it's still out there, if it's melted by now, but it was a bit snowy. That might be good enough. Let's try. Yeah, it looks like we're in the zone. Let's try and chop a big chunk, see if it takes that. You don't know there's no snow there? There we go, that took forever to get through. Oops. We're at 5,000 liters now. So yeah, I can imagine this would be a very slow process if you did have, if you were getting a lumber mill. Like if you were doing a logging, say, how this would take forever. But since we're not really planning on doing much logging, this will be fine for us as long as we get all the trees out of the way. Alright, let's chop this up maybe here. I don't want that whole thing. Let's go right there. Yeah, I think this will work for us. We should be able to make 36,000 back out of this, I would think. And it doesn't need to be at a fast speed as long as we can get it to go. It would be preferable to have it gone quickly, but kind of surprised it didn't take that little chunk, well, big chunk, but kind of thought it would. What I'm going to try to do this time is cut it right here so this chunk is in there, and then this chunk is still just a tiny bit in, and maybe it'll take both chunks. Nope. Okay, took the one chunk, not the other. I figured maybe since that one was in, it would take it anyways, but I guess not. Double stack it on the trailer, you should get 132,000. Yeah, I don't know about the price. It depends on when you sell it and where you bring it, and even what economic scale you have it on. All that stuff kind of factors in. You know what I'm wondering? Maybe it has a certain amount of weight it can take at a time. Because I feel like that, like, how much is this? 3 tons still? Holy crap. I feel like this would be enough that it would take it, but like we're almost entirely in the zone. Yeah, it must only take a certain amount at a time. How much are these chunks now? 1.6 and 1.4. Let's try... let's try like this, maybe? So it won't take full trees. You can put a full tree over here, but you're going to have to chop it up anyways. So 1.4 to... That's 600 and it won't take that. That's 800. That's interesting that it doesn't take it. Let's try a smaller chunk here. Oh wait, no, it's at 13,000, that's why. So it can only take like 200 liters. So that is exactly why. So if we go into here, or I guess I lied, it can only take about 600. 715? No, 615. 715, I can't do math. 715, no, 716. So this one right here, wait, 700? Yeah, that should work. Why wouldn't it take that? This one's only 200 liters. Or 200 kilos. Maybe it's different. I don't know. Anyways, that should start going once it's got enough weight gone, so we'll leave that. I'm going to try and push it a little bit more over. There we go. So we got 4 little chunks here. Well, big chunks actually. That one might miss, that far one. Let's get out the chainsaw. What we have to do here. Clean this stuff up, if we can. And that is 20 kilos. Oh, it took the 200 one now. Weird. Putting this one in there made it take the 200, but this one's 20 and it won't take that. It's very interesting. That's 203, let's just chop off a chunk of that. Throw that in there. Took that. I don't know why. I mean, it was underweight, but it's still weird that it doesn't take the other one. Didn't take this one still. It doesn't like this piece. Huh. Oh, now it's only 70 liters away, but that's still only 20 liters. Who knows? Let's throw this one in there. It took that right away too, what the heck? Did I try and chop this tree down? Not sure if I did. No, I didn't. Wow. Okay, well. I guess we got some more wood just laying right here. This one might be a pain to get because now I have that building right in the way. Yeah, that's gonna be problems. That one was supposed to fall to the left and it jumped up to the right. You missed that one, yeah. That one wasn't even close to where I was hoping it would go. Or even thinking it would go. Because whatever way you face the chainsaw is where the tree is always falling. I think the only reason that they're being a little bit different on this is because of the edge of the map. We're right on the edge of the map with those trees. And so I think some of the branches are through the edge of the map, so it's making it go kind of whack. Like, the tree probably tried to fall to the right, but then parts of it were stuck out of the map, and so it just kind of sat there, I guess. It's the best way I can think of to explain it. Parts of it couldn't get out of the parts of it couldn't get out of the edge of the map, basically. Trying to open this up, I can't tell if it's going or not. Maybe it's the other way? Oh yeah, there we go. Wrong one. Perfect. How much is this tree? 1.7 tons. We could probably even just leave that the way it is. Actually, no, we can't. Because for some reason it doesn't like to accept them unless they're like chopped up a little bit. So let's chop this up right here. Wait, did that? Oh, it did do both sides. It just didn't look like it did. Okay. There it goes. Chop this up maybe right here. You'll agree with that? I think that's why it's being kind of funky, is the edge of the map stuff's messing with it. Alright, that should be good for a bit. Actually, some of these ones can probably be lifted now. 113, that can go in there. What is this? 24, that'll fit. 88, that will also fit. This is going to be like the most unorganized pile of wood you've ever seen. Oh, that took that one. What about some of these ones? 293. 201. Oh. Like the smallest amount we could have been over possible. There we go. Don't even know what that one is, but it took it. Let's chop a little bit out of this one too. Or a lot of it. I thought we were just taking a little off this. 143. Oh, it took off both branches, that's why. That one's 11. Uh, 138. And this one was 143. So there, now we got a pile of wood ready for production. Blaine says, I am at 77% done in Wisconsin. Very nice, Blaine. Wisconsin's one of the easier, well, especially when you consider the regions it's around, with Yukon, Inamir, and Kola. But I would say it's one of the easier regions overall. It's kind of difficult compared to some of them, because it is in the Year 1 pass, which those ones are just a little bit more difficult in general. Robert says that's what I did. Very nice. Yeah, now that we got it kind of chunked out, we should be able to kind of just push the trees over and leave them here. It's going to take a long time to go through. Yeah, I remember you said that, Blaine. Are you excited about trying out Amur? I don't know if you've never been there or if you have or whatever, but... It's a pretty tough region, I'll give you that. The toughest, actually. Alright, 72. Throw that up there. So our sawmill should have no problems continuing production for quite a while. $158. And what is this one? 190. Almost perfect. We're doing a little wheelie here. Oh, you have completed it once? Okay, I did not know that. Look at that little deer. He's being brave. It was so frustrating, had me crying. Yikes. This one's like got a big branch in front of it or something. We're not even close to it and it's moving around. I think that it's great. Load the sawmill up and leave it to do its work exactly, yeah. That's the plan. And then sort of the wood is mostly out of the way at that point. Like we might have to push the pile around a little bit to get it to go in, but once we get it kind of over there, we should be pretty good to just kind of leave it and let it run. We can continue to chop up and move these other trees around, but oh shoot, that almost tipped me over. We're moving both of these trees. 2 trees at once, I guess. Imagine it sucking in both of these trees, just 0 to 14,000 instantly. But only because I flipped over the rocket trailer and couldn't get it back on its wheels. I did the same thing actually my first time through. I flipped it over in a bad spot and I flipped it back over and then it would roll back over again and then I flipped it back over and then it would roll over again. Anytime I got it back on its wheels, it would just tip right back over. It was so top heavy. At the spot that I was at, it would just roll right over as soon as I got it back. We're not really moving much, are we? Yeah, we're not moving at all now. Oh. We're just barely pushing it forward slowly. Oh, did we just have a little blip in the connection? My thing just says a bunch of viewers dropped off. I accidentally pushed it too far. Look at this big old log went into here. I don't know how we're gonna get that out of there. Uh-oh. Let's put this down. Oh, that was up. Come on. Okay, close. Down. Jeez, yeah, we got a lot of wood to go through, don't we? Come on. Man, my controller is driving me nuts. Like, it doesn't register until like 3 seconds later when you click something, so it keeps changing the view. It like takes it off as well. Alright. Doesn't have enough strength to pull this one. Rex, you're back. Welcome back. Headed home now. Very nice. I'm not sure if you were here for part of it, Rex, but we ended up buying a sawmill. And now we're just pushing the trees over there and hoping to basically just get rid of all the wood that way and not have to like transport it as far. And we probably won't really use it all that much. Like, we're only planning on cutting these trees out just to make more space for our own stuff. I don't know if that makes much sense, but yeah, we just plan on doing it to make our field bigger. So I don't really want to have don't want to buy the big production just for that fact. Actually, let's take this one. This one's kind of small. Welcome back, Rexy. You were here? Okay. I don't remember if I bought this log fork or I rented it, but I think we have to return it if we rented it fairly soon, but I don't remember which one we did. Oh, that's not good. Our clamp is like right in the middle of that thing. Welcome back, Smexy Rexy. Is Rex Smexy? Oh, here, let's lift it up, tilt down. Hopefully it falls off. Tilt up more, or lift up more. And as high as we can, tilt it down. Jeez. Uh-oh. I think we finally got out of it, but now we're kind of stuck. Oh, wait. Oh, we almost had it. There we go. Breakdancing tractor again. Yeah, you're not wrong. You are not wrong. It's kind of hard because, like, the little forks, you know, if it was just like your regular forks without the clamp, the little log clamp, it wouldn't be too bad. You could just twist it and, you know, kind of get it out. But with the little clamps on there, you got 4 things to watch out for. So it makes it a little bit more difficult. I can't tell if I grabbed that or not, but let's see. Looks like we did. Okay, let's let go of that. Oh, whoa. Let's see, how much have we produced so far? 25 liters worth of planks, but it's a good thing we got it started. Again, we have it on the slowest setting for like time passage, just to try and get all this work done in August so we can get it planted and get everything done as soon as possible, basically. So it's getting the trees as close as we can is kind of the goal right now. Once we get them over there, we can chop them up and push them in, and it shouldn't be too big of an issue. What do you guys think? I think once we get them over there, it'll be way easier, because we can just chop them up, the pieces will fall to the ground, and all we have to do is run into it. Christopher, welcome in. What map is this? I'll leave a question up for you, Chris. What map do you think this is? And then I'll tell you. It's one of the 3 base game maps. I'll give you that. So it's either Riverbend Springs, Zilanka, or Hutan Pantai, or however you say it. One of those 3. Guessing Riverbend? You would be correct. Yes, this is Riverbend Spring. We are in the top right corner of the map. Field number 37. So we're chopping down all the trees along this edge, and we're going to expand it over to make silage. So these trees have been quite a pain in the butt. I'll show you here in just a second. Like, we could have gotten more powerful machines and stuff, but we're trying to sort of have a, maybe not a hard mode, but we didn't start with any you know, the farmland or anything like that, and we just got a couple of machines over here for doing grass. We've rented a plow so we can plow this field, make it bigger. We rented the fork thing here, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, some of these trees, we went up as far as I could up this hill. We're going to try and flatten this, take out all the stumps. But some of them I cannot get, like this tree. I chopped it down and chopped as much as I could out of it, and it's basically stuck in the edge of the map. The edge of the map is right here. I'm running into it. So it's kind of causing some issues with a couple of the trees, like that one. It's like stuck in the next trees. This tree, same thing, is kind of stuck in the edge of the map. But I think I'm going to get super strength, and we're just going to pull these trees out, hopefully. I don't know if it'll work as easy as I'm hoping, but that's kind of the goal. Or hope, maybe. There we go. Yeah, so we bought a small production for the wood. Marty and Robert had the idea. So we're pushing all the wood we can into here, and that's chopping it up. We just got that right now. We've been on this save for like probably 6-7 hours now, and haven't gotten very far, I would say. But yeah, we got all the trees chopped down and all the wood. So, you know, some of it's chopped up. Like, we delimbed almost all the trees. You can see they're not really... Obviously the one straight in front of us has a bunch of stuff on it because that one's kind of outside the map, but the rest of them have pretty much been delimbed. I probably didn't need to do that now that we bought the sawmill and are just transporting the trees a little ways, but I was planning on bringing them all the way to the sawmill and then change the mine, so... Am I going the wrong way? I think so. 9 watching, 14 likes. Thank you, Rex. So yeah, we do have a small wood production, but not really the plan. The plan is more or less to sell all this wood, create a bigger field, and then do silage. But yeah, we got to get all the wood out of here before we can start working on getting a bigger field, so... Uh-oh, am I stuck in this again? I think I might be... Oh, there we go. Keep pushing the wrong direction. We probably could honestly plow the other side. We have that side pretty cleared. We just got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trees, a couple of branches, it looks like. There's more than 5 trees. We're getting there, though. Oh, dang it. Good. I'm going to try and push this way, I guess. I couldn't get the angle I wanted on that one. There we go. So yeah, I had a vote on my channel the other day. We did all of the different animal types and crop types, so now we kind of know what to do. I'm pretty new to the Farm Sim series overall, but the viewers voted to have grass, hay, and silage is what this hay, this hay is what this save is going to be about. Grass, hay, and silage. So right now we're clearing the land. Again, it's not really to make the money, but since we're doing it, this is just the easiest way to get it cleared, I guess. chopping them down, bringing them over to this little sawmill, and getting it all out of here. You're loading cement pallets on a trailer? What are you doing with the cement pallets? Is that going for one of those buildable buildings? Or constructible buildings, I think they call them. I'm gonna see if I can sneak back here again. Nope, we're hitting the wall. Rex, you're gonna be doing grass, hay, and silage tonight? Very nice. Yeah, this tree is stuck in the side. It's just being a pain. I keep trying, thinking maybe it's gonna like move it a little bit, and I think it probably is moving it here and there, but yeah, not very much. Alright, let's grab some of these big chunks. That one on the ground behind me we might be able to grab without needing to lift. Rex says, I gotta feed the goats / sheep to get hay, and get hay for the buffaloes, cows, and horses. It took me a few tries to get the TMR mix right for the cows and water buffalo. So, yeah, I would definitely suggest trying that out a couple of times, Rex, to kind of figure out what you gotta do. God, this is so annoying. I can't wait to get a new controller. It just keeps spinning the camera. Rex says 2 bales of hay, 2 bales of silage, and 1 straw. I think it's even less than 1 bale of straw, Rex, depending on what size straw bales you got. I put 1 bale of straw and tried to do 2 and 2, I think. And the mix was already over. It was too much hay to make up for it. Or too much straw, sorry. Too much straw to even make up for it. And you obviously want to try to use, I mean, maybe not in your save, but in future saves, you want to try to use the least amount of silage you can, because that's the most expensive one. And I can't remember which one was more expensive between hay and straw, but I think hay was slightly more expensive. Yeah, you want to use a little bit less straw than 1 full bale. So I would do 1 bale of silage, 1 bale of hay, and then mix a little bit of straw in there and kind of see where it goes. But don't put the full bale of straw, or you'll be over. Well, I guess depending, it could be maybe the round bales are less. I'm not really sure. But when I did it, 1 bale of straw was too much. So I screwed the mix up like 3 times before I got it right. It's definitely less than 1 full bale of straw, at least a square bale of straw. The round ones might be okay, but the squares are too much. Alright, this tree is just not going to work. Let's try to maybe cut this thing if we can. Let's do, if possible, something around here. That's almost perfect. Where'd it go? It's kind of high, but whatever. Come on. It's so picky. Oh, shoot. I had it. Well, that works right there. We'll see tonight the mixture, because I gotta make some TMR for the cows and buffalo. Yeah, the good thing is, like you're doing, you're playing on a save where it doesn't really matter, so you can kind of figure it out. Crap, I let go of the button. See, you're okay to screw it up a few times, but if you were on a save where you're trying to make money, screwing that up can cost you a ton of money. Because A, you're going to lose out on the couple $1,000s worth of straw that you had. You know, and the mix is completely wasted. So I did hear that, Rex. That's pretty cool, isn't it? So he said you can harvest red beets with the sugar beet harvester. That is very cool. Because that means that sugar beets, they have one of the harvesters that can kind of store stuff, right? So sugar beets aren't as bad as some of the other root crops. And potatoes, all three of the harvesters on potatoes we found out now have a storage. So you can store the potatoes, you can store the sugar beets, and now you can store red beets. So the only really bad ones would be the carrots and parsnips now. You have to have somebody right next to you at all times to do one of those ones. Yeah, that was in the patch notes. I remember reading that and I was like, oh, that's cool. I don't even think I can get this thing to turn. Even if I wanted to, I think we're just going straight the entire way. 28 hours on my FS25 save and don't have a house to sleep yet. Spoon, you can sleep in the normal houses. Which map are you on? They allow you to sleep in those houses even if you don't have even if you don't own it. You can even sleep there for free. They don't even charge you. Like there's no hotel fee or something. USA, both? I say technically I don't have a house yet. Yeah, you said you don't have a house to sleep. But you do have a house to sleep, it's just not your house. Yeah, I'd like smoked fish. I don't particularly like it. Like, it's not my favorite or anything, but yeah, I'll eat it. It's fine. What about you, Blaine? You a big fan of smoked fish? But yeah, I'm not actually sure on the Riverbend Springs map. I'm pretty sure you can go to that Walter house or whatever it is and you have a sleep trigger. Because you do have one in the Asian map. I always forget the name. Hutan Pantai, I think. Eventually I'll remember it, hopefully. But you can go to the starting house and you can sleep there, even if you don't own it. I think they wanted to do that just so you can always skip time through the nights, basically. Because otherwise, yeah, you're just speeding up time and slowing it down, which is kind of doing the same thing, you know? So, like, why not just make it so that you can always sleep there? Just makes sense. Robert, you don't like smoked fish? Yeah, it's not my favorite thing in the world, but my dad and my brother smoke it every once in a while, so I'll eat it, but I would say it's alright. I wouldn't say it's great, at least not what I've had. Like, there's probably plenty of other things that would be better than that. Come on. There we go. Give you a thing of smoked fish, you'll devour it? Blaine is a fan, alright. Oh, come on. Can't tell. Actually, with the new crops, it just means there's no silo for them, but you can keep them in trailers and harvesters. Plays on me big time. Yeah, that's true, Marty. I haven't watched. I think I seen Farmer Cop put out a video that said like, can you leave it in trailers? Does it go bad or something like that? But I didn't watch the video, so I usually watch the videos when they pertain to me. Like I'm gonna try to do that crop. Come on, lift it. Lift it up. So I haven't seen that one because I don't plan on doing spinach or peas or green beans anytime soon, but I assumed if you left them in the trailer they wouldn't go bad. Smoked salmon is the best in your opinion? I can't say I've ever had smoked salmon. I've only had like northern walleye, some, local fish, I guess. But I will say I do like salmon as far as like a fish goes, the taste of salmon. Just never had smoked salmon. I feel like it was a good idea to sell that other part of land. We bought that other field over there. With how much money we've spent on renting equipment and stuff, and now with this one specifically, just the amount of money we're going to have to spend to repair it. We're using our tractor a ton and haven't even gotten started with farming yet. Just having to use it for all the other oh, come on. All the other tree transportation stuff, moving trees around. Love fish, but not smoked. Yeah. I like fish, but yeah, I would prefer it not smoked if I was going to have it. I'd eat plenty of other ways. Smoking is probably my least favorite. But I'll still eat it, it's not bad. I just think there's much better ways to eat it. Alright, so we're trying to cut a little bit of weight off of this tree so we can finally carry it over there. Let's see if maybe we can get this branch to go. Looks like we're almost there. Maybe. If it wasn't so picky, there we go. You're missing out if you've never had smoked salmon. I feel like it's probably pretty good, but since it's smoked, it's probably just like the rest of the fish, It's, for me, it's probably okay, but it's nothing. Like if I walked upstairs and there was a bunch of smoked fish in the fridge, I probably wouldn't. Majority of the time, I wouldn't go for it. How's that? There's probably plenty of other things that I would go for. Like it's not something that I am overly excited for or anything like that. Let's see if we can grab a little bit further over here, maybe. Still a bit too heavy, it seems. Gives you some bad heartburn. Alright, let's get back up here and see what else we can cut off on this. Actually, it looks like if we could cut this branch right, if I can get on this thing, right here. If I can open up my chainsaw too. Should be able to get these other branches to the right to fall off, which would loosen up or lighten up the weight quite a bit. Oh, wow, that was a very nice spot right. Come on. Right in the middle, I can't get it to go. Keeps flashing. There we go. Same JJ, never even bought a McFish from McDonald's before. I didn't know they had a McFish, but I'm not surprised. Messy, also welcome in. Alright, that's gotta be liftable, right? That's almost the entire tree lifted off. Like, I really enjoy fish, but smoked fish just wouldn't be the first thing I'd go for. There's plenty of other things that I would go for before that, is what I'm kind of saying. What types of things? I don't know. Wait, am I lifting that? There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. You've never heard of the fish burger at McDonald's? No, I haven't. Been around for decades. I never eat at McDonald's though. I don't really eat fast food much at all. You've never bought one? Yeah, I don't know. Usually, like, if anybody ever goes and gets fast food that's kind of around me, all I ever ask for is fries. I'm not a big fan of the burgers or anything like that. I just... Fries are pretty much it. That's my go-to. I think we're going to be stuck carrying this thing backwards, maybe. Rex says, I've heard they're gross. One thing that I heard from the somebody that I used to work with was that if somebody orders the fish burger, or whatever it is, fish burger, I thought it was called something different, I guess, but whatever it's called, everybody pretty much hates that person because it makes the whole, like, McDonald's, like, the whole area just smell like fish for the rest of the night, pretty much, or maybe a couple hours. Maybe not the whole night, but yeah, it makes like the entire area smell, so like, I hate you. Oh dang it, this one is just not having it either. Alright, let's cut off one more piece on here. Ah, come on. It used to be cheap fast food, now you gotta be rich to eat there. Yeah, the inflation's done numbers on everything. Fish fillet? Yeah, I think that's what they're... I don't know, maybe they have different names in different places, but I think that's the name. Filet-O-Fish. What the heck? Keeps like canceling my cut. I think the branch is moving enough. There we go. Finally. Whenever I eat fast food, I always get fries or chicken tenders or chicken nuggets. I used to love to get chicken tenders. I mean, I still like them, but I don't know. I prefer burgers now. But I don't really eat fast food. I only eat the slow food. No way. It's still too hard to move this thing. Yeah, this is not going to go very well. Let's try to open that up. Nope, wrong way. See if we can grab it more towards the end, maybe. Mr. Spoon says, since the updates, the tractors feel more heavy and sluggish. I can't say I've noticed that, but could be. Rick says, yeah, it's sad. Fast food's becoming the same price as the regular old restaurants. That's because the minimum wage keep going up everywhere. If you got to pay the fast food workers, you know, $15, $20 an hour, whatever it is, then you can't really make the food cheap anymore. That was, you know, part of the reason you could get it cheap is because they could pay the workers very small amounts of money. Trying to see if we can get this turned at all. It doesn't look like it. We are moving it, but not in the right direction. Let's turn. Question for y'all. Has anyone built the unfinished shed that comes in Riverbend Farm beside the beehives? I noticed it's not in the constructibles menu, so it might be a rare shed to Riverbend. I have not. Has anybody else? Also, has anybody noticed that the tractors feel more heavy and sluggish, like Spoon had said? I guess he didn't really say it's a question, he's just more stating, but has anybody else kind of seen that or felt like that? Actually, you know what, that's good enough for me. We'll leave that. Maybe we'll see if we can push this and turn it. We'll see. There we go. Yeah, I guess that is working. Kind of turn it around there. Robert, you're building it right now. Oh, okay. That's what you were probably using that cement for, I guess you're talking about earlier, you're loading up. Spoon's wondering, what do you need for it? It's right by your land, Spoon. It says small shed when you walk up, but there's no small shed. Okay, I think we got that. Barely. But there's no small shed in the constructibles menu to build, so I'm curious what it looks like. Better move, deer. Or is that that's a log, isn't it? Yeah, it's a log. Thought it was a deer at first. It's kind of crazy to me that we spent all day doing these logs and I don't feel like we've done a ton. Like we've made progress, but it doesn't seem like we've done that much. And we still have a bunch of it to move. Let's try and get this out of here. Blaine says, whenever I got to eat, I always get food from where I work, which is a fancy restaurant. Yeah, that makes sense, Blaine. I mean, if you're working there, you probably either get a discount or get it for free. But you might have to cook it yourself, right? Zing. Did you finally plant grass? Not even close, no. We did buy a little sawmill to start getting rid of some of these trees. And we've been moving a lot of them over here, but we still have a ton to move. But at least now we're starting to get rid of the trees. Welcome back, Zing. Yes, indeed. I'm focusing on the museum. Takes a lot of carpentry materials. I would give you all of these logs, Spoon. Zing, you're in the parking lot. At the same time, working my butt off because I start with $0. How did you start with 0, Spoon? Did you start with 100,000 and then have a $100,000 loan or something? Just immediately pay it off, or curious how you went about it? That's not going to stay on the... Yeah, I didn't think so. Waiting for my wife in the grocery store could be an hour. Zing, I told Nacho about your cape story before, where you offered your wife a cape so she could be, instead of mad, she could be super mad. Something like that. Rex says, gotta go. Made it home safe, but your phone's at 3%. Sounds good, Rex. See you later. Have a good rest of your night. Hopefully your stream goes well. That was your best line. I've heard it's a pretty good pickup line. You know, when you see an angry lady, just tell her, I can give you a cape, you can be super mad. I'm just kidding. That's probably terrible. Can't tell which one I'm doing, opening or closing it. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Oh man, that sounds like a good way to get slapped. Yeah, it certainly does. Here, I got you this cape so you could be super mad. Went in multiplayer, buy the materials I want to, and send all my money to the other farm when I was ready to start, since that's what I do since FS19. Oh, okay. So you start 2 farms in a multiplayer, build whatever you wanted, so like a house or a shed or, you know, whatever starting vehicles, and then you send all the money to the one farm to build it, and then send it all back, whatever is extra, so you start with 0. Sad you didn't watch my money video. I did it in English for mostly you and your subs. No, I've seen it. I've seen you talk about it before, how you start the second farm. And that way you send the money to the one farm, so you can kind of delete all your money, basically. You build it all with one, and then the other one sort of takes over. That way you don't have a bunch of money on the one farm. Sort of a way around having to take out a bunch of money or whatever. Have the one farm do all the work, and then delete the farm. And put that down. Same thing I did, but remove the money instead of getting some. Yeah, makes sense. Well, if anybody is interested in Spoon's way of I was gonna say making money, but not really making, but getting rid of money, you can check out Spoon's video on that. Oh, that's not even close. Surprised no YouTuber talked about this trick. Well, what do you mean? You're a YouTuber. You talked about it. But no, I know what you mean. No bigger creators had talked about it. Crap, I went right over it. How many of you guys in here are YouTubers? Zing is, Rex is, Spoon is, Bad Boy Gamer, I don't know if I'm trying to think of who was in here today. That might... Well, I mean, there's definitely more than that. I know foxes and stuff like that, but I don't know... I don't think Fox even has FS25. I haven't seen him play for a while. Kind of funny, this thing's like doing a crab walk. JJ, I want some bacon? I could go for some bacon. I love bacon. Bacon is probably my favorite food. Come on. Zeb's still lurking. I watched a video, 10 ways to make money in farming. Cheating was there, but not my trick. Cheating, huh? Oh, like cheating as in the government subsidy mod? See if we can grab this. This is a huge chunk here. I think I might have seen the video you're talking about, Spoon, if it's from Farmer Cop. I believe I've seen that one. Oh, the XML files, literally cheating money? Okay. Was it Farmer Cop's video or was it someone else's? Because I think I've seen Farmer Cop's, but I haven't really watched anybody else. Yeah, that thing's too big for us to grab. Bummer. Maybe we'll grab here towards the end. I don't know. Yeah, that would be kind of interesting, Messi. I'm sure at some point he probably will, right? Although, I don't know if they would recognize him. Well, I mean, he does show his face, but I don't know if they'd recognize him by his voice, maybe. I can't get this to close. Is it closed already? Can't tell. I gotta back out and see which one's closed and which one's open. Okay, so to the left. Yeah, I'm sure at some point he probably will pull over a viewer. Pickabree? Hello, welcome in. How are you doing, Pickabree? If it's Pika. Bree, Bry, I don't know. Whatever it is, welcome in. How are you doing? I'm doing good, thank you. This tree's not having it either, is it? Not a chance. Alright, let's try and chop this one up a little bit. Question, do you remember me from... Oh wait, did it just... I think it just cancelled my chainsaw there. Do you remember me from when you played SnowRunner? I still play it, I just haven't played it on the channel recently. But no, your name doesn't sound familiar. Did you change it? I'm usually pretty good with names, so... Changed your profile. Oh, it chopped both of them, that's why. No, I don't remember. Oh, your profile was Goku? Like a profile picture or your profile name? Jeez, we're sliding all over. Goku picture. No, I don't know why. It doesn't ring a bell for some reason. I'm usually pretty good with names, so forget mine all the time. I do screw up the names, but I remember your name, usually. I might call you the wrong thing, but I know who you are, usually. Spoon says, I don't understand your question, Messi. So his question was, because he's a YouTuber, he's going to have viewers, and his question was, do you think he's ever pulled over one of his viewers? Because he's a cop. His real life job is a cop. So they're like, do you think he's ever pulled over one of his own viewers? I'm sure at some point he probably will if he hasn't already, but that would be a kind of an awkward interaction, right? Like, here, I gotta give you a ticket. They're like, God, Farmer Cop's such a dick, but I like him. I like his content, but man, he gave me a ticket. What was that? It's like when you hear about those bad celebrity like interactions or whatever. Like, you met them, you were all excited, and then they were just like, you know, not into having anybody sign anything or anything like that. So and like got out of a ticket since he's a viewer. Yeah, maybe. Alright, I heard you murdered somebody, but because you're a viewer, I'm gonna have to let you get off scot-free. Thanks for the explanation. I didn't get the link. Yeah, you're good. You are all good. My immediate thought was like a driving ticket, you know, well, I guess you said pulled over, not investigated for other crimes, but I suppose he could, yeah. Probably about a month ago, or a couple months ago, sorry. No, the name doesn't sound familiar for some reason. See if we can grab this one. He said he's a traffic patrol cop, so I was curious. Yeah, I didn't know what he does. I know he was a cop, but I don't know what exactly. Would be a funny way to avoid a ticket, yeah. Hey, aren't you that one YouTuber? Oh yeah, I follow you. It'd be funny if they said that, and then he's like, alright, let me see it on your phone, and they pull it out, and they're not a subscriber. He's like, what do you mean you follow me? Doesn't look like you do. Then they have to like go back and scroll through all the videos, like, look, I've watched all of them. I just didn't subscribe. I was loving him, but he lost me at some point for FS25 videos saying it's the 8th wonder of the world with no problems, glitches, amazing number of tools, etc. Alright, let's open that. For me, it felt like trying to be... what is that? Crude? Trying to be crude by people? Not saying it's true. Oh, trying to screw people. Trying to screw people by saying it wasn't true, okay. Just because he's sponsored by the game. Need some integrity. I got you, Spoon. I was confused there for a second. Yeah, I figured it out. I don't think this is going to work. We've tried this quite a few times. Alright, I think we got a good clamp on it. It doesn't look like we do, but it is. Oh, there it fell out. So yeah, we're not going to be able to grab that. It's just not working. Do you play with viewers in multiplayer? Not really. We've tried it a few times. My connection's pretty poor, so it doesn't normally allow me to play/stream. And obviously if I were to play with like one person, you know, you kind of have to play with a bunch of them, right? You can't just pick and choose. So one of the perks for my membership is you get to play with me. That's one of the things that is for the tier 3. What, now I can't get rid of it? Open it all the way up. Oh, there we go. So I don't normally, but we have tried SnowRunner before, like probably about 2 years ago, where I played with some viewers, and that was kind of the first experience of my connection not being able to keep up with streaming. Streaming and playing with other people. But I'm asked all the time, so that's why I made it one of the perks. Robert says, I have noticed that. I'm not the only one. The comments really got really hard for his video. FS25 is good, but definitely got some issues. My roller just got stuck, glitched through the field. When I reset the roller, in the menu it spawned, glitched into the ground at the store. Oh man, that's not good. Yeah, I know it has had some issues, but I haven't really encountered too many. I think yesterday the chainsaw one, but I guess that was actually my controller. And there's some stuff, like they said they fixed how when you buy properties now you don't own the road, because you used to own all the way like across the road and stuff. But he isn't actually sponsored by the game like many think he is. Yeah, he's not, I don't know if sponsored is the right word, but like sort of like me, where you're in the program, so you get a small kickback from whatever sales you make. So obviously if you talk good about it, you can get more people to well, maybe somebody who was on the fence might end up buying it and then use your link, and so it's not really sponsored, but also kind of sponsored, if that makes sense. But yeah, it's not like the correct term, I guess. Especially like for him, because you know he's one of the bigger ones, so he gets to go out to Germany and stuff on their dime, get an early look at the game and stuff like that. I don't really care about the new bugs, but still have problems with appear in FS19. Yeah, so that's one of the things that, as a newer player, I don't know these things that you're talking about that's been in the game and been a problem for a long time. For me, it's like, I don't know, it just doesn't work, I guess. And you're like, yeah, it's been there for 6 years. Oh, okay. I didn't know. Uh-oh. We're starting to slide. Don't do it. Yeah, because so not normally. We've tried it before, and the connection just didn't really keep up. So that's the way you can do it, is through the memberships, but that's not for everybody, obviously. So hopefully that helps. And I have it in there. I don't really. It's not like, oh, you're gonna play this game or that game. It's more up to you. Whatever game that you have that you want to play, that I also have. That's pretty much the only stipulation. If you have it and I have it, then we can do it. But if it's some game that like you have that you want to play but I don't have it, then I'm not gonna go out and buy it just to play with you. You know what I mean? It's got to be something that I already have. Oh, geez, don't... Yeah. Well. Screwed that one up. Oh, there's the... Okay. Get out of here. Grab this. Put that back up here. And we'll strap it down just to... That's weird. It like evened out the weight. There was a branch that fell off, but I guess it doesn't matter too much. Oh, it's right in front of me. I see it now. Farmer Cop got the game a week before and didn't pay for it, so yes, he is sponsored. Yeah, I think anybody, as far as what I was told, anybody who is bronze or above got, or that's when they start to give the game out for free and early. Oops, actually I was going to detach this, but whatever. I guess I'll just drag it all the way down there. So, I'm not sure if they give it out to everybody who's bronze. Maybe you have to be bronze and then have to play it, you know, maybe a certain amount of times per month or something. I don't know how they decide who gets it, even if they are bronze, because I don't think they give it to everybody. Farmer Cop, Daggerwin, DJ Go Ham, they never paid for Farm Sim for sure. Yeah, not 25, probably not 22, probably not 19. I don't know how far back they go, but yeah, they definitely didn't pay for the newer ones, that's for sure. Or newer one. I don't know exactly, like I said, when they came in, but none of them paid for 20. Well, actually, I think all of them did buy like a collector's edition, but yeah, they certainly got it for free as well. The collector's edition is just more of an extra. And who knows, that Giants might have even sent them a collector's edition and the normal edition just to unbox it or show what it has, you know. But for sure they got one copy for free, I can tell you that much. Nice, this is pushing them all pretty good. Blaine, you're gonna slap a fish? Say what? Alright. We've actually got almost all of the trees pushed over there now. We got them all cut down and, for the most part, over in that area. Come on, lift it up. Quit changing the camera. There we go. Dagger, when the day of release was already at episode number 10 or 11. Yeah, exactly. I'm not... Oh, shoot, I dropped it. I'm not exactly sure how it works. So the only game that I've ever really had early was, it's called Forklift Simulator, I think. And from what I can tell, how it usually works is they'll give you the game like a week early, and then you're not allowed to post content on it until like 2-3 days before it comes out. And then once it's out, you know, you've already had the game for a week to play. And so everyone else is on episode number 1 just getting into it, and you've already been playing for a week, so. But yeah, normally you get it a couple of days before you're even allowed to post it, and then even once you're allowed to post it, you know, most people still can't have it for another couple of days. So that's you know, I've only had one game that has done that, but that's, from what I understand, is how they normally do it. Is they'll give you like a maybe they give it to you a week before everybody else, and then in that week you can play it for 3 days, but you can't post anything about it. And then after those 3 days are up, you can post about it, but it's still not out for everybody for another week or something like that. So that's a good question, Blaine. DJ got a copy, but he did order and pay for other copies. So that's kind of what I assumed what they would do, but I wouldn't be surprised if Giants sent them a normal copy and a collector's edition copy just to get them an early copy, and then, you know, the collector's edition so it's got all the cool stuff in it. So my plans tomorrow are just basically everybody comes over to my parents' house and celebrate Thanksgiving there. So we usually just eat food and watch football. That's about it. But yesterday I was talking about this big white oak we have in our backyard, and I forgot to go out and measure it. Hopefully I can remember to do that over the next couple of days. But it's really huge. We think it might be the biggest one on record because we've looked it up before. I was just thinking about it because we were chopping down all these trees, and yeah, it's just something that was on my mind. Oops. But yeah, just watch football and eat food pretty much. That's the only plans. The day after, I gotta watch my nieces, or my nephews actually. Not my nieces and nephews, just my two nephews as far as I know. I've loved them on FS19, but now they are too big. They're cutting the corner everywhere. Super strength, money glitch, etc. Dagger wins, start a survival series with 2 tractors and a pickup. Yes, the ones that went to the event case in Wisconsin got a copy for free, but the other copies were paid for. Okay. 4 fields, $600,000 worth of land and equipment. Called it a survival. I watched the first 3 to 4 episodes. After that, lost interest. That seems fair. The only thing I would say is that right now a survival series is kind of tough without having the mods to make, you know, there's very few pieces of equipment that are super cheap on here. So it makes starting a survival pretty tough, but if you do it how you did it, Spoon, where you can make yourself have $0 by buying what equipment you want and then getting rid of the other farm, that would be one way to do it. But yeah, you'd have to work up a lot of contracts or something to get to the point where you have enough money to buy the stuff you need, because a lot of the stuff is pretty expensive on here so far. Robert, welcome in. How are you doing, Robert? Alright, let's see if we can grab this one. Is it light enough? Yes. Then they got to show full playthrough starting at 7 Eastern on Friday before public release. So they got early access, sort of like I was saying. Oh, for FS25 Gold partners, they got their copies a week before the public release, and Bronze got it the Thursday before. Oh, I didn't know that it was sort of tiered like that, Marty. That's good information. So the higher up you are in the Giants tier, the earlier you get the game too. I did know that they gave the gold people more screenshots when they sent them out to people. Like, because I had just gotten into the program, and so they sent out like, I don't know, 20 of them to me, but then to other creators they had sent out like 25 or something like that. The higher you are, the more screenshots they sent you. But I didn't know that was a thing with the early access. They got it even earlier. It kind of stinks that they do that, because like, obviously a lot of people watch those first couple of people, right? And if they're getting it a week early, then they have a whole week's head start on you. But if you get it at the same time as they do, you kind of have that competitive advantage taken out. Like it's an equal playing field. You guys can both make the same content at the same time. When they have earlier access, it's kind of, I don't know. I mean, if you're going to give early access to the creators, it seems like they should all get it at the same time. But they give preferential treatment to the bigger ones, which makes sense. But there's some people that I've seen that have never touched Farm Sim before. Well, I didn't. That crow is just chilling. Some that have never even touched it before, and then they got early access to it just because they have, you know, a huge reach. Whereas there's people that, you know, play it all the time and don't get access to it. But it is what it is, right? That's how it's laid out. Just got to deal with it. You're good? Happy Thanksgiving tomorrow. Yes, happy Thanksgiving to you too. Anybody else who celebrates? I don't know. Like I said, Rex and some other Canadians are celebrating it last month, but it'll be tomorrow for us. Nobody has to do it like I do, but don't call this a survival. Small YouTubers like us working hard to get special content about the real survival, and he comes and calls it a series when it is not. Read my message. It is a bit different what I'm saying, but different time. Not sure what you mean by the second one there, Spoon, but yeah, I don't know. I guess his definition of survival is different than yours, right? I don't know if you would, like, you wouldn't consider it a survival series, but maybe Robert would, maybe Marty would, maybe I would, you know what I mean? But yeah, starting with that much stuff, or that amount of money and stuff, it's, I don't know, I think of so I watch Clutch every once in a while, and he does kind of the same thing where he'll start with, like, I saw him have like 2 tractors and a big farm and stuff like that, and it's fun to watch, but I don't know, yeah, you can't, I wouldn't really consider it a survival series, but, and it sounds like you wouldn't either. It's just more of a series, it's not really a survival, right? Like, you don't start with nothing. They're starting with, you know, like you said, $500,000 worth of land and a couple of tractors, and it makes it, I think, more entertaining for the majority of viewers, because they want to see them farm, not just spend the first 2 weeks of the game like I'm doing, picking up trees and, you know, cutting them down and stuff. They want to already have this claim completely cleared and starting to do some farming, stuff like that. But also, they couldn't show the public the game saves that they had before pre-release weekend. Yeah, that's what I was kind of getting at, Marty, is they give it to you like a week early, at least from my experience, and then they say that you can play it in that week early, but you cannot produce any content on it. You could record videos and edit them and get them ready, but you can't produce it. You can't show anybody until like 3 days before, or whatever their time window is. And once that 3-day window is up, you can show everybody this stuff, but they can't play the game for like another 3 days. So you get like a week early access, but you can't show anybody until like 3 days before they could get it. So you have like a whole week to do whatever you want with it, but you can't show anybody. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. Spoon says yes, but on the first day available, they come with like 7 to 8 episodes. Yeah, that's the thing. They get early access. They can record and edit and do everything like a week earlier than everyone else. They can't show it until like 3 days early. Again, it depends on the different games, different makers. There's all kinds of different timelines, but from my personal experience, they get it about a week early, and then they can show you guys about 3 days early. Some people, like you said, maybe they just produce 8 episodes on that first day because they're not allowed to show it beforehand, but I don't know. He says, nope, because in FS19 he was doing it like me, not anymore. He was talking about starting before with the other content, and people don't even get even with other people. Yeah, so I think that kind of goes back to the one I was just talking about, Spoon with like clutch. People, for the most part, just want to see you jump into it already, right? They want to see you farming right away. So the survival series, maybe they don't want to see that first 10 hours of or 20 hours worth of grinding to get to the point where you have a farm tractor and stuff. They just want to see the farm, you know? So that's why they're starting with a tractor, they're starting with a field, they're starting with whatever. They already have, you know, $1 million, $1.5 million worth of equipment because that's what the people want to see. So that's what I get out of it. Messi says, I wonder if GT or Rockstar, I guess, is going to give creators early access. I don't think so, Messi. I could be wrong, but from what I can tell from like watching GTA content creators, is Rockstar leaves everybody in the dark about everything. They do not give you any clues. Well, I guess they give you clues, but they do not tell their creators anything at all. They leave them completely in the dark. Whatever they figure out is released right at the launch. You know, like for example, the new update that's coming out in like 2 weeks for GTA Online. They don't know anything that we don't know. Like they're just as much in the dark. The only thing that they know is what Rockstar has said. You know, it's all the same stuff we know. So I don't think Rockstar really gives preferential treatment. Their game is so big they don't have to like try and promote it or whatever. They just release it for everybody at the same time. From what I gather anyways. Spoons says, well, this is off topic a bit, but to finish with Farmer Cop, he was saying people to buy it, not talking about any of the problems, the downside of the game, so he just make his 10-15%. I'm trying to think, so I'm at 3, bronze is 5, silver would be 7, and that one's too heavy. And where is it? And then gold would be 9. But I believe since Farmer Cop does not have, as far as I know, he only has Farming Simulator on his channel, which means he can request for exclusive, meaning basically he only plays Farming Simulator on that channel, which gives him an extra 2%. So I believe Farmer Cop would be making 11% off of everything that people buy. If they use this code. So if he were to sell one game for, say, $100, just as an example, he would make $11 out of that. Whereas if I sold a game for $100, I would make 3. It's tiered. As you go up the list, you get bigger percentage. But I think the main thing is he has other channels, but because he only produces Farm Sim stuff on that main channel, he gets that extra 2% bonus for being exclusive. So yeah, he can get up to like, that's the bird, forgot about that. He can get up to, I think it's 11%. I'm not even sure where it tops out, but I believe gold is the highest. And then if you have gold plus exclusive, I think they do have like a platinum or something, but I'm not sure. Maybe that's only certain creators or something that can get that. Spoon says, for me, it's not being honest and try to use / screw the viewers, people who made you, people who made your channel and also made you money. Marty says, I watched Virtual Farmer. 1 second. I'm trying to pick all these ones up because it's almost easier to pick them up and run them back and forth than try and pick them up with the tractor. Virtual Farmer, and he is right now at silver and had a game save where he played like 1 to 2 hours, and one of the Giants employees made him delete that because after the DM it was gone. Why would they make him delete a game save though? Was he playing it too early? Like he wasn't supposed to show it or something? Let's see, I don't see any branches or anything up here. I think all the rest of them are too heavy, so let's see what this one is. 223. That's too heavy. This one is 320. I think there was one out in the field somewhere, but maybe we grabbed that. Obviously this one's way too big. I think that... Oh, here we go. What is this one? Oh, 278. Okay. So that one's too heavy. Is that it? That might just be it. I think we got all the rest of them out of here. I didn't really chop up any trees over here, so this is... should be clean. Spoon says that's my point. Oh, so... Oh, okay, I see Robert's. Robert says, so no wonder he's saying it's so amazing then. That's what Spoon is saying. He's saying that... Farmer Cop is saying the game is so amazing because he's making a percentage cut of it. And if he were to come out and say, yeah, the game is really bad, this and that, he probably wouldn't make as much money, but he would be being honest. And so Spoon is saying that his review is sort of not genuine. It's kind of a lie. Because he's getting paid, he's not saying the bad stuff. And I feel like people who've been playing it for a long time, they know more of the bad stuff than I would know. Because they might say, oh, this used to be a feature, and it's not. You know, like, this is the first game that I've played at launch from them. So, for me, like, I don't know how many tractors FS25 had when it first started. I don't know if this is more or less. It seems like there's less than what they have currently, right? Like in FS25, but of course there's no DLCs or anything like that, so I'm not really sure if it's much different is what I'm saying. Yeah, they call that selling out, yeah. I'm sure there's other terms for it, but pretty much a sellout, yeah. He wasn't apparently supposed to show that he had a game save. I don't know. I guess I don't know for sure. Huh. So yeah, it sounds like he probably played the game early. Well, he can play it early, but he can't show it early, would be my guess. He probably showed it earlier than he was supposed to. And so they made him delete it. Basically just in it for the money, yeah. Yeah, I know DJ and Clutch had a... What is it, the Farm Sim show where they talked about the bugs? I didn't watch... Well, I watched part of it, but I only got a couple minutes into it. Alright. This looks so funny having that huge thing at the bottom, but then we only have like a... Oops. Tiny little bit at the top. Can't tell if I'm opening or closing it. Should be open all the way, right? Why is it stuck? Maybe I did go the wrong way. Oh, shoot. I feel like my opening thing is not working. Why would it not be working? Oh, there it goes. Oh, it wasn't open all the way. Okay. DJ was running around where he was not supposed to. And they didn't like that, that's what I heard. Wait, DJ was running around where he wasn't supposed to? Huh. When he said it's impossible to be bored with this game because there's more than 400 vehicles and a lot of category only have one choice, no tent, no decoration. Anyways, hope you understand me. Yeah, I don't really care about tents and decorations and stuff. For me, as long as you have machines that work, that's all I really care about. I know you, Spoon, you have a lot of mods in yours that are like I remember you had like a sandcastle and like a straw chair and all that kind of stuff. That does not interest me, not even one bit. As long as I have the machines, that's all I care about. Like, I don't care really what my house looks like or anything like that. Like, maybe later down the line, like once I have enough money, so like months from now, maybe even years from now, when I have like a save that's super far into it, that I would care. But for right now, I've never made it far enough to where I have a ton of money and can care about decorations. For me, it's all about the practicality, and I don't have enough money to make it practical to have a straw like car and a sandcastle and stuff. So for me, that doesn't really bother me. But I guess you like to build that stuff on your maps and then delete the other farm, your multiplayer stuff. So I guess that's kind of your thing, right? DJ was running around, or I read that one. Actually, Spoon, that was at an event where they found out about peas and green beans. Okay. Oh, I think I remember hearing that, actually. So yeah, DJ ran where he wasn't supposed to, and he found out that they had other crops. Come on. Spoon says, yeah, I call it setting, or set-upping. Yeah. So for me, I always just start with nothing. So, not like, you know, not having a sandcastle or whatever. I don't, that's the only example I can think of is I remember you had a sandcastle. So I'm sure there's other stuff, but for me, not having that's not a big deal. It'll come in time. So I'm not worried about having it right away. I think after these next couple of logs, we'll have all of the logs at least over here. Yeah, because on this map was empty like No Man's Land. But even for me, Spoon, on No Man's Land, like I don't care. Like when I start a survival series with nothing, I start it with nothing, you know? Like I don't have a house or anything like that. So for me, to get into it, I have to play for probably, you know, 50, 60, 80 hours, whatever it is, to have enough equipment just to kind of run my farm. And so having a house and that kind of, again, sandcastle and whatever, like that doesn't make much sense for me to have at that point. I'd have to play it for a lot longer, so I don't care to have it. It'll be something I have way later down the line. Riverbend was never empty. Yeah, if you thought Riverbend was empty, go to the Asian one. After playing there, this one's full of stuff. There's stuff all over the place on here. I was quite surprised when I played this map and was like, oh wow. I'm kind of, you know, oh no, did it grab that? Looks like it did. I played the Riverbend Springs one after playing the Asian map and was like, wow, this one is way different. There's so much more stuff on here. But I'm not trying to criticize you, Spoon. I'm just saying the way that I play it is I start with nothing and have literally nothing, and by the time I finally have enough stuff to build a farm, I keep improving my farm before I build myself a house and stuff like that. That's not super important. I would rather have the practical use of having machinery and stuff like that. So for me, that one doesn't really apply, but I understand your points. When you came play, I was 30 hours ahead. Let's see if I can get... Does this actually lift that? Oh, nice. Like the grinding part. Yeah, it takes a lot. That's what I was telling you about earlier when you were saying that Daggerwind starts with like a bunch of vehicles and stuff. He doesn't want to do 30 hours of grinding while he has early access to it, because that's going to, you know, other people could start the game and be right where he is day one. So he wants to get rid of that grinding part and start with a bunch of stuff so that he's 30 hours ahead of them once the game finally does come out. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but that's the way that I see it. He wants to get rid of it, get right to the farming. He can do the grinding later, but that's just if he wants to, kind of thing. He wants to get right into it so that he can be 10 episodes ahead of everybody else, instead of grind for 30 hours and then the game comes out and you're right at where everybody else is, you know? Alright, I think we got everything here. It looks like we might have. Pretty sure we're good. When you start farming, I start new series. Everybody start the way they want, but it's not a survival for me. Yeah, no, I hear you. I wouldn't say it's a survival either, really. I mean, it's a series, but I wouldn't say it's a survival one. It's just you start with too much stuff. Man, this is such a mess over here. Let's get this off. Got the plow. I don't think I'll do much of the plowing right now, but I think we will start on this side. And we're going to try and flatten this out as much as we can. So we'll flatten it, get rid of the stumps. So we'll use a stump grinder and get this stuff out of here. Flattening it'll probably be pretty expensive, to be honest. I guess it doesn't have to be extremely flat, but you know, I can't probably get to most of these stumps. They'll be kind of tough to get to anyways. So yeah, we'll probably have to flatten, or at least make it a much lower slope, so we can go up there, get rid of all the stumps. I think I will, well, I will for sure. I'm going to turn on super strength and get this tree out of here, and get this tree out of here. Just those were the trees that I couldn't seem to get out, you know, without it. And this tree, I think, yeah, those three trees, and I think there's one back here as well that got stuck. I think it might be that one. Yeah, it is that one. So I think there's 4 trees that I can't get with my tractor. I'm going to have to use super strength to pull them out. They're just like stuck in the edge of the map. So, but I think that will be it for the stream today, guys. I'm going to read the last couple of comments here and then we'll give it a save quick. For me, survival, you have to make $200 to $300 the first sale. Work to upgrade your tools. On the series, having a house and sandcastle and beach I did was with a something that I was. I just don't know what that word is. Sector? I don't know. Shoveling grass with a shovel, yeah. I wouldn't mind a house with basic buildings, but decoration seems like a true endgame stuff for the map for me. Yeah, I agree with that, Marty. I wouldn't mind having a house just for the sort of like sort of role-playing or realistic, you know, like you're not just gonna have a farm with no house, but for the most part, I just care about getting the equipment and stuff I need for farming, and then once I have that, it's more of an upgrading that. Like for this plow, you know, maybe I want a bigger plow, maybe I want a bigger tractor, maybe I want a bigger shed, or I don't even have a shed at this point, but you know what I mean? So I would like to work up to all of those, and those take hours and hours of building before you can get to the point where you're talking about, where, yeah, you start decorating and stuff like that. So that, like, I know a lot of that stuff's not in the game right now, but it probably will be at some point. Just takes a little bit of time. And that's fine with me because it's going to take me time to get there. So this is our big mess of trees, guys. We got all this wood to get rid of. Got all of this area to flatten out. A bunch of stumps to grind, a bunch of plowing to do. So We have a ton of work still here to do. But I agree with a lot of your criticisms there, Spoon. I know there's a lot of bugs with the game. I just, being very new to it, I don't know a lot of them. And like, you know, what was one of them? Come on. I know there's like, so for rice, there's only, you know, one machine here, one machine here. Sugarcane, you got one machine here. Cotton's only got 2, stuff like that. Like, it'd be nice to have more options, but I don't, again, I'm so new that I don't know. This is the first time I've launched with the game. I don't know if they're gonna add, you know, more stuff. One of the things that I was really excited about, and I know I showed you this already, but was the fact that they have this small, this one right here, this small little fertilizer spreader. That allows you to get into the game and kind of, you know, get some of your stuff done. And actually we have one of those. Now that I think about it, we have it over there. Right there. Allows you to get into the game with a lot cheaper equipment and sort of do more of a survival series. Because otherwise they're kind of, you know, really expensive and take a ton of like way too much resources to kind of even get into, you know? The sandcastle's $35. I could pay for that. No, I know you could pay for it. It's just, for me, the decorations is not something that I care about until I'm way later in the game. Sort of like Marty said, it's kind of end game stuff. I know you like to decorate your survival series before you start, and then start with $0. But I don't know. It's the way everybody likes to play it, right? It's kind of like with SnowRunner. If you guys like to use a bunch of mods, oh, I just fell. I didn't even move. If you like to use a bunch of mods, that's how you like to play. That's just fine with you. You know, that's not the way that I enjoy playing. Everyone's got their own different play style. If you like playing on New Game Plus with like super hard mode settings, that's also fine. You know, whatever floats your boat, go ahead and do that. I'm just more of a, I'd rather start with an almost nothing. Like if I was to have a house, I'd want it to be like a small crappy little shack, and then work up to having a nice house instead of starting with a nice house, you know? And then you can get rid of your small crappy house and maybe do some landscaping, put a pond, put some trees, some, you know, all that stuff kind of is late game stuff, instead of starting off with a nice house and stuff like that. But all right, hopefully you guys have a good weekend. Spoon, I'm assuming you're working tomorrow because you're Canadian. You guys already had your Thanksgiving. But to anybody who does celebrate Thanksgiving, have a happy Thanksgiving. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream, and I will catch you all in the next one. Have a good night, everyone. Good weekend. I won't be streaming again until at least Monday. So, see y'all later.